tribe working together. So whatever African television goes to do that he not approve, there is the same consequence that may come
There's going to be repercussion for it.
Television. Just like the Bible verse, is that the position? And if that's the position,
I think that is the position. That is what he's trying to say.
Because he accepted gifts, and how will he say, okay, he accepted gift, and he's saying, okay, if African TV go behind, there is no, if it's a situation where there is a gift that was given to them while they were together, and the father rejects it, and African TV is going behind to go and collect gifts or have something to do with those persons that the father said, oh, don't just keep your gifts. That's a different case. But I think that's not the situation we have now. And if we're also looking at this Bible verse where it will apply, it's going to apply to all those hypocrites on this case.
All those hypocrites
is, that goes behind.
Davido was coming to perform, and they invited Baba to meet with Burna Boy. Will Baba go or not? Will he go or not? Our hypocrites. If Davido had written to Muyiwa, join us, or let Baba join us to also sing. Bami, la mama mi bao. Will Baba have gone or not to sing his Bami, la mama mi bao? They monopolize this thing, but will not allow what we have started in good faith. Will not allow anybody to turn it into a family company. We will never allow it. Never. That's why we are waiting. Before we come all out. Papa, I know. Me, I am still doing whatever I will do in Mumbai. Whatever you are seeing here, you can see 7 times more worse than this. Okay? You can see 7 times more worse than this. Nobody have to send me. The living God that has sent me. And Isaiah 55 verse 11 says, a jot of his word will not pass away without fulfilling the purpose at which it is being sent. If God has called on us that we should fight and make Mohbad get justice, no human being born of a woman, whether the mother of Mohbad or the father of Mohbad, can stop anybody. Open your ear and listen. The Bible speaks. If Baba open Quran, Amashi Quran, Tebashi Torah, Tebashi with Jehovah Witness, Amabayishi. Alright? I'm telling you, which Bible does Joseph Aloba know? He quoted the wrong Bible yesterday and said nonsense. What has Gehazi, Elisha, and Naaman's story have to do with African TV contract with Madam Mohbad? African TV contract, okay, has 70% to manage every single thing. All this GoFundMe that you are taking right now, the money would have been used to pay lawyers and doctors. And part of the money will still be given to Madam Mohbad to take care of his white baby, to dye his white hair and make it black. At his age, he already had many white hair. Most of his men don't have white hairs because they are eating well. One day, they enter plane. One by AC, Sarah. Their ear, it doesn't hear noise all the time. Cow, they don't hit nails into wood. Cow.
Papa, no.
They don't do it. Hey, how are you? I hope you're fine.
How are you? Give me a second. How are you today?
All right, go on.
I call you.
Yeah. I always love your platform, and it is just now that I think I'm convinced that Because what I was saying before was that you don't believe in God, maybe because of your line of study that, scientists, they don't, but I didn't know that you know the Bible from Genesis chapter 1, verse 1 to the end. So I thank you for that. Yes. See, the area that I'm looking at the whole thing now is that I don't want this justice for Mohbad to become a destined matter. I mean, whereby we know that Baba Mohbad has received enough bashing, and he will continue to receive bashing as long as he doesn't walk along some people's paths. And then at the same time, by the grace of God, the first rally in Nigeria, and I stand to be corrected, the first rally in Nigeria after Mohbad died, I organized that rally in Ogun State, Mowe precisely. It was after that rally goes around from one corner to the other, and that rally, I spent my money. We did, polo and all other things, and people came out. It was like, and after that, we did what we call a night or something. But rallies now becoming, I had, what's the name? African TV want to organize rally. And like what you just said, that if Davido or whoever want to play, and they invite, what's the name? Aloba, will they turn it down? That is left for him. You see, I want us to, this justice. Mohbad has issue has become a case, not for this generation, for generation to come. And we need to handle this. We should look for the source. What killed Mohbad? Yes, a lot of people have used Mohbad issue to collect money to begin feed their family and all that. But that is not the issue. If care is not taken for another 1 year, this is how bloggers and everybody will just be facing each other and be bashing people and that is not what we are looking for. What we are looking for is what killed, what fight Mohbad, and what happened. Let those that have hand in it and go, it's 2 years, 3 years, let them go and serve what they need to serve. That is my own contribution. Paparano, God bless you.
Anyway, thank you very much. First, when we talk about gift, the person who has collected the most gift when it comes just from Mohbad is not even blogger, it's the family of Mohbad. A lot of envelopes has gone to Wumi, has gone to Mama Mohbad. Millions have been contributed to baby Liam and the mother. And Joseph Aloba has got a car as a gift. Joseph Aloba furniture, his house has been furnished, his church it's been built currently as I'm talking to you. His musical career is being built, and so many other things. His sutana is being redesigned. The kind of sutana or garment he wear to church before is not what he wear now. And his hair is being dyed, it's being reshaped, it's being fashioned, okay? So, but now, this is somebody who's doing nothing. What is it doing? It's doing nothing and it's getting more, right? But bloggers give out their time, and part of these things that bloggers do, normally it's supposed to be paid for. Bloggers generally, every blogger's page generally is monetized. Every blogger's page, whatever they do is monetized because they're giving their time. But that doesn't mean that is the only thing they can do. They can do so many things, and I think bloggers should not just be seen as people who are just there to make money. Look at the things they allow, the things they push through their platform, and the attention they give. They serve human beings. Look at the services that they render. Service that is rendered, should services be rendered for free? If we pass this to all of you right now, can all of you be rendering services for free? No. It doesn't matter. The lawyer that we fight for Mohbad, is it going to be for free? No. Are you just going to, nothing is done for free anywhere. Okay? Whatever you are going to do it well. That is what matters. Now, every other thing comes along. A balance. It's normal. For example, Joseph Aloba, he was live yesterday. He was being gifted. Did he ask for the gift? No. But people feel like his situation. They feel his time. They feel his situation, and they paid him. They gifted him. Should anybody be questioning him? Why Joseph Aloba gifted? People are gifting him. He's here because of gift. Did he tell you he came live because of gift? Michael B. Did he come live because of gift?
No.
Or that just happened coincidentally?
Yeah.
Exactly. So that is how it is. Please. Yeah. It's about people's idea. Look at the idea, what they want, what they are doing first. Every other things, that one, I can decide right now to close the comment section. Only those who are monetized can comment on the page. But that, again, doesn't stop me from being myself, sharing my ideology. It's my ideology that keeps people on this platform.
Exactly.
Yes. So money is not everything. Let's not allow, money to define everything we do. It's not.
Okay.
When we get to serious, all those things you call money, even if you sue money, there are some things you can't do. You who is here with money, there's things you cannot do.
Hi, Papayano. How are you?
Out of discussion. Hello, go on.
Okay.
No one, I hear you.
Sorry, I'm taking a walk. Sorry. I think I understand what Mr. Aloba is talking about. Maybe
Right.
I do not get it right.
Break it down to us. Break it down.
Okay, but I think from what I understand, I think he's talking about those people who have collected money who have been bribed to...
Sorry. Wait.
Okay. So I want you to correct me though.
Wait. Let's settle down. Joseph Aloba talked about the story of Gehazi, Naamani, and Elisha. First of all, do you know that story?
Of course. I know the story of
Tell
Gehazi.
me about the story first, and then we'll
Okay.
Yeah, go on.
Well, Gehazi was the greedy servant. Gehazi was the servant that I think after his master was healed, Gehazi happened to be, I think, was it Elisha? I'm not sure, Elijah. I'm not sure. But it was a servant of one of the prophets. And what happened was that when there was an healing that took place, and his master did not collect the money. Gehazi was the greedy servant that went ahead to collect the money that wasn't supposed to be collected.
From who? Money from who?
Was that Elisha or Elijah?
I think you were here when I was reading it, but you didn't.
No, sorry. I'm taking a walk. I'm just asking. I think it was Elisha, right?
Let me just tell you the story. So now, Naamani, it's all about Naamani who had leprosy. So Naaman is the commander-in-chief of the army of the kingdom of Aramea.
Right.
So this person right now, they captured a little girl from Israel. So this girl looked at Elisha and advised Naamani wife to tell his husband to go to Israel, that he knows a man, the prophet Elisha, who can heal Naamani of his leprosy. So Naamani, in any words, in short word, went to Elisha in Israel. Elisha told him, go dip yourself in the river of the Jordan, the Dead Sea River there.
Jordan River, right.
But the man refused, but later the man went. When he went there, he dipped himself and his leprosy was cleansed. And he went back to the man of God, Elisha. He said, I brought. Elisha rejected all the gift. So now when Naamani was returning back with the gift going, then one of his servants, Gehazi, he ran after Naamani that my master said you should give us those things that you give that he denied. Now he has sent us to come and take it. So they took those gifts, they went to keep it in their own house. Then later, when the master summoned him, the master asked him, where have you been? He said, I've always been at home. Like I didn't go anywhere. Then the master said, no, don't you know that my spirit, my eyes were with you? I will see you when you were receiving gifts and everything from that man. Do you think this is the right time to be receiving gift? This is the right time.
And it was cost, right?
To be doing this and that. And then Elisha opened his mouth and said, let all the leprosy, let all the disease that was with Naamani, let it be upon you and your generation. But I don't think there's a generation of leprosy right now. That is nonsense. There's no such thing. It's just God. That's fiction, Bible fiction. There's no generation.
Well, I think, that curse has been cancelled, by the blood of Jesus. We thank God for that.
Why is Baba revoking it?
Well, I think, first of all, I want to tell you something. Everything that is going on now is very sagacious, and we shouldn't be. Okay, so I think if Mr. Loba, I think from what I heard, I will not tell you that is his son. And the man is paying. Okay? The man is paying from all this that is going on. He's very upset about it. Nobody liked their son to die and still remain in the monk. And people are.
I want you to, when you are here, I don't know, whenever you are here, please, it's a scientific platform. We'd like to at least have step of reasoning. And so, please, don't take this platform for granted. When you speak here, speak reasonably. Just because the person is paying, because they are paying, should that be the reason why they act unreasonably? Do you think any justified reason to act unreasonably?
So now, who did he curse? That's my point. Who did Mr. Loba curse?
He cursed African TV, and he allowed his platform to be used to curse African TV. He himself did it, and everyone who was there in front of him were cursing on the man, and were cursing of anybody who will mark a significant 1 year remembrance for Mohbad. He said no remembrance of any sort.
So is it possible to have respected his wish or to respect his wish about that? Being the father?
He has demand that people respect his wish when he said God give it and God take it, and nobody should protest for the body to be exhumed. Why didn't you come in at that point? Why are we? Why
don't you respect the wish of the mother? Wait, the mother want to bury Mohbad. Why don't you respect the wish?
Okay, so now, let me quickly give my submission because I don't want to be walking and be talking to you. So now I think probably, I feel that maybe African television should have called the man. Okay? This is what I feel. Please do not attack me. I think maybe African television should have called him and tell him, Mr. Loba, this is what I want to do. What do you think? And Mr. Loba will tell him what he feels. Mr. Loba can tell him, okay, you can do a remembrance. I don't want music. I don't want anything. Could it have been better if Mr. African television had called Mr. Loba and worked with him, being the father of Mohbad?
I don't think it's a must.
Sorry, he doesn't want music. Why did he not say that nobody should sing a tribute song to Mohbad?
Nobody should do what I'm saying.
Why has he not attacked Prime Boy for singing a tribute song to Mohbad? Why has he not attacked Bella Shmurda for singing a tribute song? Why has he not attacked every other artist for singing a tribute song? Do you have an idea of what is? Let me ask you a question. Do you have an idea that the reason behind this anniversary, there are principles and guidelines to the effect that the lyrics is that you should pour out your heart, how pained you are.
Amen.
By the way Mohbad passed and how they are joking around with the case, how you want justice. Now, tell me what is much more better than giving out that kind of awareness that will last more than years and years to come. So you need to understand that if you're talking about you don't want music, if you hear things about him, you remember it brings sadness to you, but you are singing.
Let's keep it short so everybody can come in.
Exactly. Amen. Let me say something to Adedoyin. Adedoyin, this thing you just said here now, why don't you call Baba Mohbad yourself to tell him instead of doing what he did, instead of laying those curses in public and everybody dragging him, why didn't he call African TV directly? This same advice, why don't you call him? Why don't you advise yourself this same advice and you call Baba Mohbad and tell Baba Mohbad, instead of you coming, you talk about Coco the last time you are talking about this. Why don't you call African TV directly? Why didn't you do that? Instead of you telling us here, you came to my platform, you talk about Sagacious yesterday. You're coming here, you're talking about Sagacious.
Please don't bring back what happened to. Let us have a different.
So now,
I just believe that the problem is that Baba and African television has problems. That is why they are declining this issue of African television.
I don't think this is productive.
One thing I don't want to do
Yelling at people.
I see a pattern of group being kind of created pattern. I don't want to be part of any group, and I want people to have open mind to be able to do whatever they're gonna do with good will. Okay, let it not be like, I mean, we have any group of people share the same thought, or one kind of connection. We all wake up thinking that something is wrong, and then we think we have what it takes to get it fixed. So we can allow anybody to put in their little cents. Whoever have a contribution to put it doesn't matter whatever platform you have gone, wherever you're coming from, there is no group. Everybody feel free. Address whatever you are going to address in the right way. How better you feel it should be. Please address it that way, and we'll look into it. If that is the best way, then we're going to take it that way. Okay? The reason why we all are calling on Joseph Aloba and the thing is because we feel like things are not being done correctly. So if anybody, you come around, whether you're a host, you're not a host, you feel like something is not right, please address it. This is a public space. It's not a thing of anybody. Okay, it's a thing of all of us where we can meet and address things. It's supposed to be better for all of us. So please, let's keep that at the back of our mind, and let it not be like this. One platform, on that platform, a group of people, with circulations or whatever. Please, I don't want to be part of those things. And that's why I think I was almost out of the internet, I think for 2 days, and just to think about how all these things are going, because I don't want to start what I can't finish. I like it most time myself, and I follow through, because whatever I start, I can finish it. But when you join with others, you don't know the mind which they have. So please, this is how I want it. Okay, please, let us allow everybody to say what they have to say and contribute to it if need be, rather than make it look scary or intimidating or whatever. Please, let us share the platform and enjoy it. Go on.
No, Papa, can I say something?
Adedoyin, I want to ask you a question. You mean those of us in America, those of us in London, those of us all over the world that want to mark our first year anniversary for Mohbad, we have to call that man in celestial clothes?
Mm-hmm. Well, no. But I think what's going on is that African television and Mr. Aloba, well, I don't think you guys are looking at the big picture here. African television and Mr. Aloba, they are not in good terms. Okay? If they were in good terms, maybe this would have been different. Okay? We've seen a lot of going back and forth between Mr. Aloba and African television. And so for that cause, that might infuriate him, and, in a way that, what? You've been cussing me out, saying all kind of things about me, and now you want to do something in my son's name? I'm going to push against that. Okay,
now,
I also see your me.
Let's begin.
All right, go ahead.
Papa, when you respond to her, please, I would like to say something.
Okay, be quick. If you're going to be quick, yeah. Okay, well, let me just go first.
Yeah, go first.
Yeah, if you're not in good term, because you're not in good term with a person, okay, your own child is in a very terrible condition, and this person who is not in good terms with you has the solution to making your child better. So you, because of your own greediness and self-centered, and deny this person and allow your child to go without justice, or your child to perish. Is it about your own self or about your child?
Well, I think it's about the child, but in this case,
let's put the child right first, Mohbad right first, child right first. Mm-hmm. It's not about Joseph Aloba. Joseph Aloba doesn't control just for Mohbad. If it's up to him, Mohbad will not have justice.
Right.
Of course.
If it's about him, well, it was the public that asked for the examination.
So if it's about Joseph Aloba, Mohbad will not have justice. So why are we making Joseph Aloba the subject? Why? Why are we even talking about him?
Well, okay. Well,
it's not
that's just what I wanted to say. You've already said it all. That is the same issue we're having, that they are saying the father rudely asked Wunmi for DNA. That's why she's refusing. Because the father is not polite to the mother. That's why the mother is not coming out to say what she knows. It doesn't make sense at all. It doesn't make sense. Even if African television has a problem with the father, what is even the basis? What caused the problem in the first place? That we're getting to hear 70-30 or 25 and all of that, and then we're beginning to see people coming out to mock African television that he does not have any money. They thought he has money. He's someone that is coming to do this with money and do this with that. What is what do you have in mind when he contacted you that he needed justice for your son? You're not coming out to confirm that you are after the money he's bringing. Is justice all about the money that is going to come in? Is it not making sense that from the beginning now you accepted him because of money? Now we are having another voice note confirming that there is a proposal to give you a son and you rejected the son. Now,
I must say something, right? You see,
yes.
This is what I will tell you. You see, anybody, there's Team Mohbad, Team Baba, and Team Just Mohbad. Anybody who you see between Team Mohbad, there is only Team Baba or Team Ome. Don't stress yourself to address them. Just have fun. See to debunk. For we to separate ourselves from this nonsense they are doing, it's because we see their mistakes. Just see them as kids, as childish. Because these things they say, they can't take it. If they are reasonable people, they'll behave better than this way. This way they think, even if Mohbad was their children, they won't think this way. They won't do all this nonsense they say this man doing. Mohbad was a child.
I actually agree that they are being intentional. Intentional in what they are doing.
So it's just like they are playing with you. Play back with them. Just ask them questions. Don't give them that energy to drag with them. Like you are giving them fun. Okay, just play with them with questions that will pin them down somewhere. So,
okay, so I want to ask you a question.
See,
can I ask you a question?
No.
Can I ask you a question?
Aristocrat, go please.
Okay.
Are they doing?
Take it. Yeah.
Can I ask you a question? And I want to engage you as a Christian.
Yes, I am.
It's not really a question, but a big dialogue. As a Christian, let's look at the case that is on ground. Let's look at the position of the father. And someone wants to do this, something that the father did not agree to. Is it cursing that person and a generation that knows nothing about what happened and other people that might in the future? Is that the right thing a Christian should have done?
Well, that is left for Mr. Loba to answer. Now.
No, I'm talking to you as a Christian. Leave Mr. Loba.
Well, I don't think it's good to
let's put the case in someone.
You have asked a question. You have asked a question. So let me address it. Thank you. Well, the way I will handle issue is quite different from the way anyone will handle their issues. Okay, that's number one. So number two, like I previously said, now if I may even ask you a question, what is the purpose of? What
I asked a question. Why are you asking me a question again?
So I said for me, I don't think I will cost anybody. I don't think I will do that. Okay? I will not do such a thing.
No, wait, ma'am. I said I want to address you as a Christian. And in Christianity, that is a grand norm. Whether it is me or not, that is a grand norm in Christianity. These are things we should do or things we should not do.
Yes, for sure.
So as a grand norm for any Christian, if someone is doing something you say disease from and the person is not doing it, should the person now say, because you are not doing it, I need to curse you, cause generation to come, cause whoever supports you and the generation to come as well, as a grand norm in Christianity?
Well, I don't think that is right, but did they mention African television's name?
Thank you very much.
So I just want to ask you.
Okay, Adedoyin, let me ask something, right?
Let someone else talk.
Okay, go.
Amen. Let someone else talk. Buy me fast.
Your question, please, Adedoyin.
Go ahead.
Adedoyin, your question, so that I can answer it.
Okay. So my question to you now, Mr. Aristocrat, did you mention African television's name?
Now, let me answer that question. Thank you very much. Let me answer that question.
Okay.
In all his life, he said he came for question and answer, and after he gave his exhortation that ended with a curse, the people that are his supporter, that he is the leader, that came on, they were all mentioning the man. And he did not chastise them. He did not say that is not the person I was talking about. It means he consented to it. Therefore, he mentioned him. That is my answer for you.
Okay. All right. I take that.
And we are also intelligent human beings. We should be able to deduce. Sometimes we are intelligent human beings and we should be able to know all about Jonathan.
Let me quickly say something, please. I greet everybody. I don't know. I don't want to come out of this discussion, but I read one comment down that somebody was.
No, please don't come out from the discussion, please. That's what I will not take place. Let's again like yesterday this discussion, please. Because see, guys, I want to make something clear. I want to make something clear. Whatever fight anybody has from anywhere, please don't bring it here. Papa, I know I will not appreciate it. Please, it affects my mental health. I want to keep my mental health safe, please. Okay, I don't want to do all this internet whatever stuff. No, please. Whatever anybody has personally, please don't bring it. I won't appreciate it.
It's still about cursing. I want to address it that somebody said even Jesus Christ cursed. That was what I want to say. That means that person that said even Jesus Christ cursed in the Bible, that means the person is supporting the curse. That's what I want to say. And I want to bring it out that even Jesus Christ did not curse. For the fact that Jesus Christ even know that his disciples, they are going to deny him. They are going to betray him. He still prayed for them to change. He did not curse. The only curse that I know that Jesus Christ cursed was about the tree that refused to yield good fruit. And he said, since he doesn't bear good fruit, he remains cursed. So in this case now, when we are talking about curse is curse. We don't need to portray evil. Curse is curse, and it's not good. That's what I just want to say. People should read their Bible. Stop studying Bible. Read your.
All right,
thank you, Aniki. Thank you, Aniki. Let me finish with this and then you comment, please.
Michael, wait for Bamifat. Bamifat,
okay.
Yes, thank you, Supreme Lady. Aloba should understand one fact. He is not all. He is just Aloba. We are all. He doesn't know all of us. We all know him. Okay? Before you have fans, you have to walk your ass up. That guy, on daily basis, he will wake up, start to put songs together, to arrange song alone, give you mental discipline, right? And now you want to champion everything everybody wants to do. Let's assume they call him for that occasion. I'm sure he will wear his white and put red rope on it and come out to start to pray. Pray for what? When your son died, when you got there, you did not tell us you tried to wake him up. You did not do anything. Then you come out here, link causes. Everything this guy read and point to is directly pointing to himself.
Oh, thank you.
It's your son that died. People are crying for him. When they come with this, they say, oh, let's find justice for my son. When I get the justice, I will have all this. Everything will come with the justice. You are coming out to. If you have issue with African TV, African television, call the guy. The two of you are men. Just talk about it. Just talk it out as men. You don't need to come out to disgrace someone about this and that. Baba, please, we want to tell you, you should stop all these things you are doing. Okay? Everything you are talking about is just directly to you yourself. Directly to you yourself. So please stop all these things you are doing, okay? We are here on daily basis, every day, talking about justice for Mohbad. You are there trying to organize how to make money on this side, trying to organize how to make money on that side. We are here fighting for justice. Baba, please stop. Please. We don't want to come for you. Please stop. That's what I got to say.
Thank you very much. Mr. Michael, you can go, please.
Okay. Thank you all for all your comments or your words. But from my own side of view, I actually want to look at the problem or the challenges we are facing today, even concerning African Tele and Aloba family. None of us know the genesis. The word just came out. I mean, we hear what's transpired between them and all that. And then it gets to a level that I don't know what causes the wall to break in between them. And then Aloba came out and said that they are concerning African Tele. And at that stage, I for one believe that African Tele, in his own mature way and with his own education, should have, tried to soften things. But the next thing we see was that he also came up and, caused Baba with different names and all that. And we can see how all that is getting to now. My brother, is off. The one that said, I think he said he live in US, that said, what Aloba, the course and the Bible passage you read, does that mean that happens to them in US, those that want to for anniversary and whatever? No. You see, if I want to decide to do another rally tomorrow, Aloba, whatever he said, does not fall into my path. So, but this issue, this is just going round and round and taking people. And I know that Baba, I'm not his side. I love everybody. But I know if we are saying that Aloba is now taking he wants to take all the glory at the end of justice, everything comes back to him and whatever. That is going to be. Is whatever we are looking for is what's by Mohbad. And the justice is not just for Mohbad, it's for generations to come, so that we have a good history, so that things don't happen this way again. I mean, we all know how all the governments, all the lies, everything, we know all this. So let us continue on in this path of justice for Mohbad. We should not have distraction and, other area that Baba Mohbad, Mohbad, or whoever wants to bring in. All this will come up. And all the, whatever they call themselves, we'll continue making use of it. And we'll be having distraction and continue talking and sharing this. That's just my own contribution. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Amen, do you have any additional contributions, please? The light? Okay, go ahead, Mr. Amen.
Can you hear me?
No.
Can you hear me?
Yes, now, yes.
Okay, what I want to say is, let's not take sides with respect to both Baba and African Television. Let's look at everything straight and then get into a conclusion. Now, what I believe is going on is this. The whole event that is being objected by Baba is due to the problem he has with African Television. And the problem came up because Baba was disappointed. It is expectations that breeds disappointment, right? Now, we also have to look at the aspect that even though the Baba also handled the situation wrongly by expecting something other than justice from African Television. On the other side, when we look at it, Baba also has a right to get mad at African Television, even though it was as a result of his own wrongly, dealing with the situation. To the extent that he's now looking at it that, okay, this man came as if he wants justice, and now maybe myself or my team were thinking money is going to come in from this person, and nothing came in, and now he wants to indirectly create do an event that will bring publicity to his name, to his brand, and maybe possibly fetch him money. And Baba is feeling like he has been used to that effect, But in the end, like I said, it is how Baba started, or how Baba handled the situation from the beginning that led to this. If from the beginning he didn't expect any, favor in form of either money or material things, and all of that, he would not be in a situation where we are now, that he will be feeling like he's disappointed and maybe someone is trying to use him and his son's situation, to make something out of it. So that's just my own my own contribution. In the end, whatever Baba does, trying to object to African television now, it stands to represent that Baba is prioritizing his issue with African television over what will bring justice for the death of his son, because this case needs more awareness, and more people that have not even come in are still coming in, that may help this case to get the justice even faster than we're even thinking. So that's my own contribution in there.
Thank you very much. Very well said. Thank you so much. Miss YGE, are you there?
Hello, Lady Harris.
How are you, sir?
I'm good. Please, can we both have some conversation? I just want to ask you some questions, please.
Me or the panel?
You.
Me? Okay, please do.
I have been to your platform several times. And I've always met you whenever you are venting, whenever you are angry. Well, as far as I'm concerned,
I can be venting, but I'm never angry. Go ahead.
Yeah, whenever you are venting, let me put it like that.
Mm-hmm.
So as far as I'm concerned, whenever you are talking, I still hold some point in your conversation where you always challenge Baba Mohbad that you do this, you write this social petition, you do this, you do that, you do. As far as I'm concerned, I think with you venting, I think it is normal because you've done a lot as far as this justice is concerned. Can you tell me what African TV has done to this justice?
Okay.
Can you tell me some things like when you vent now? As far as I'm concerned,
Sorry, Mr. YJ. I would prefer you, with due respect, to give that to African TV. I don't think Lady Harris belongs to any group with African TV unless she wants to do that. Or I don't know whether they are in a group.
Okay. If you say it like that, but I think we're talking on that African TV topic.
It would be better for you to confront, Lady Harris, if she has any shortcoming, face her one-on-one. But with African TV, face him whatever you say. He can answer better. Okay?
The reason why I'm saying this, I have my reason for saying this. But
unless, do you see them as a group? Do you think they are a group, first of all? Do you think they are a group?
But as far as I'm concerned, there is supporting what African TV wants to do.
Okay, then go on. If that is her position, then go on. Ask her then. Go on.
Okay. I am not in any group with African TV, but there are some informations that are in the public that I agree to. Just like I agreed to Amen's submission just now, and just like I agreed to Paparino's submission sometimes, not all the time. And I agree with Aristocrat's submission sometimes, not all the time. There are some things I agree with African TV. I do have a little history with him because I know him back then at September. And I am very privy to the information that African TV left Belgium to Nigeria because he was going to assist Baba Mohbad in terms of the foundations and stuff like that. I'm also privy to a higher degree that the contracts did not work out and they went their separate ways. And African TV went its way Baba Mohbad went his way. But I'm also fully aware that African TV, the contract did not work out, but he is still fully in justice for Mohbad. And of course, Baba Mohbad lost his son. So definitely he is still seeking to get justice for his son. So in a way, there is common ground where they still have one common interest. So they've been living their lives. I disagree with Baba Mohbad, just like majority of the people when Baba Mohbad talked about Koko Timofeje. Why? Not because I am in any group with African TV, but it's only a courtesy or courtesy. I came to your house, you served me a snack, I ate the snack. 10 months later, you are using the snack I ate in your house to insult me. I feel it is unfair. Why did you offer me if you were going to use it to abuse me in the future? Not only that, Baba Mohbad went as far as laying course on African TV few Sundays ago. And I think a lot of people came against him on that. Now, another incident. I think Mohbad should be celebrated, remembered, tributes, whatever definition you give to him. Everybody loves Mohbad. We don't know Baba Mohbad. We don't even know Mama Mohbad. We all love Mohbad. I went yesterday to a printer. They were not open when I took a walk. I should actually go back today when the rain stops to see if I can make myself some Mohbad t-shirts and probably wear it on that day too. Now, can Baba Mohbad come here and stop me and say, don't use my son's picture on your t-shirt? Absolutely not. Baba Mohbad should be happy. People want to do a remembrance of his son. People love him that much. His son is that great. His son is that loved that people want to gather together and sing some songs to show appreciation, keep his memory alive. To me, there's absolutely nothing wrong in that. Some groups of people that I am privy to wants to do a billboard, to fly a billboard on that day in remembrance of how great Mohbad was, and he will forever be in our hearts. I don't see what is wrong in that. Some group of people wants to do prayer and fasting from the 10th of September to the 12th of September, 6 p.m., just to ensure Mohbad rests in peace and he gets justice. I don't see anything wrong in that.
Yeah, there is. I agree with you. Sorry, please. There is. I agree with you.
You want me to tell you?
In all fairness.
Continue.
Sorry. In all fairness, I want to tell you this.
Mm-hmm.
All these things you've been saying that people want to do this, people want to do that. In all fairness, me and you know that it is African TV. And it is what has happened in the past. Not what is happening in the present. It is what has happened in the past. That's why they are stopping African TV from doing all these things.
What is wrong? You see, I don't want us to...
Wait, please. Hold on, please.
Ask YGE. What did African TV promise to do?
Hold on now.
Let's go from
I don't ask us to...
Why did you...
Hold on our opinion. I'm saying my own opinion now. Let me talk.
Continue now.
When the case happened in the past, how do African TV undo it? African TV did not undo it. Let's agree that Baba Mohbad has made a mistake. I agree with you. He's not supposed to be coming out to cause or to be saying, I didn't agree with that. But before Baba Mohbad comes out, African TV has been pinching everybody, especially Baba Mohbad, with his word, with his utterances, with him attacking Baba Mohbad on all platforms. Before Baba Mohbad comes out, let me agree. If you, Lady Aries, champion this movement that you want to do tribute to Mohbad, you want to do this to Mohbad, you want to, with your antecedent, with everything you've done in the past, with how you've spent, with how you stood for Baba Mohbad, even if some people will not agree with you, you will still have more supporter than African TV today. But let us look at what African TV has done in the past too. Before judging
that
Baba Mohbad.
is just because the way you guys paint African TV.
Oh God.
It's just because the way they painted him. Nothing as
it's not because the way they painted, because it's not because the way they painted him. I've listened to African TV.
Anyway, Delight, YG, I think you're also right in the way you see things as well. What is that thing that African TV has done that is making the man to, not, resisting him or not wanting to do? Baba Mohbad not liking African TV should not be a hindrance to just for Mohbad. Me and you can agree on that, right?
Yes.
It should not be a hindrance to whatever.
But do you also know, Baba, that Baba Mohbad has right over Mohbad?
No, Baba Mohbad has right over Mohbad. So far, Mohbad.
As a father, do you know Baba Mohbad has right over Mohbad?
Wait. I'm trying to look at the rights that anybody could have over Mohbad. Right now, the name Mohbad is a trademark, okay? And immunization, that is Mohbad label, have the right. Bad name, use it, this and that. Okay, so far, that administration is in the hand of immunization. Anything Mohbad, it is that administration that has the right to tell anybody what to do or what not to do on Mohbad. Now, on the side of the father, what are the rights that the father have on Mohbad? The man has rights to do an autopsy on Mohbad.
Is that a general question?
Yeah, But when it comes to relationship between public and Mohbad, I don't think the father can interfere. The father cannot interfere. For example, Mohbad is a celebrity that sings, you dance, song, you relate with Mohbad. It's not his father's business, right? Mohbad is an adult. You know, Mohbad is not a small, like it's not a kid, it's both 18. Sorry, I just want to see how YG is changing. Just 1 minute, please. YG, are we on the same line of thought? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm making sense.
Mohbad is an adult. He's living his own life. In Africa, we feel like, right? These are things that we know that it's like a problem. It's how people think. Okay, but that does not mean it's right. I have a father, okay? My father is not the beginning and end of knowledge. We listen to our father to some extent in life, and then later we disagree with them on some things. We even correct them, right? We don't, because they own us and always show us everything we have to do. At some point, we want to do what we feel is right. Did Mohbad have any will anywhere where he said that if I die, nobody should celebrate me, nobody should do anything like this, like that? No, there's no such thing. So, but now in a situation like this, we are using our good mind. We are all parents. Our African TV is a parent. Like you, me, Mohbad, or anybody. All right. So we should come with love first. That's what they say, child rights. Okay, what is good for one is good for all. Unless if you can have good reason to say why a thing like this is not good for another fellow. So I forget about who want to organize it, but look at what they want to do. Do you think it will help the government to know that this guy's name has not died yet? They may kill the body, but they can't kill his name. His name is still in the heart of every Nigerian.
But do you know the personality of who wants to organize this matter most? The personality.
Okay, no, the personality for
who the organizer is.
If the vision is, I mean, if the vision is good, okay, personality to play some role. It plays some role there, and that is why.
Let me ask you something. What if Sam Larry has bully Mohbad? Now come out that I want to do tribute to Mohbad with his personality? Will you agree with him?
No, with his past. For me, I can't stop him for sure. Wait, just listen. I can't stop him. I don't have rights to stop.
I don't say you stop him. I'm talking about personality.
I may not agree with him because he's one of the bully of Mohbad. Is African TV a bully of Mohbad?
I'm not talking. I'm just comparing. I'm not using African TV.
The reason now we have to wait. The reason why
I'm saying that in the past, the issue that occurred between Papa Mohbad and African TV, we have to wait. How did African TV handle it?
Okay, now let us iron that issue. Let us iron that issue. You know, up till now, Mohbad father has not told us what wrong African TV has done to him. That's where I believe African TV has not offended him. Look at what happened between them. Okay, and it's good for us sometimes to revisit this thing. I mean, yes. Let the name of to also clear African TV name if it's innocent. And if it's not innocent, it should look for redress. You should readdress this thing properly. Let's say you are Mohbad father, I'm African TV.
Yeah.
And I'm a humanitarian, I'm an activist. I feel like you are incapable to do some things. And I approach you. I say, why GN? What are the problems? What do you need? And you told me, oh, you will want DNA for your grandchild, you will want this, that, and you also want to sing. And then I went to sit down, okay? Because I want to deal legally. Then I came out, all those things that we discussed, I put it into a paper.
Sure.
I sent one copy to the court, because it was registered to Lagos State, all right? So now, and I give one to you and your lawyer. I say, you guys should read it and sign. Do you guys want us to go into this agreement where on behalf of you, because with that, it's not my problem, it's your problem. But I want to, on behalf of you, manage the whole situation. Mm-hmm. And I said, just sign. Yeah, that is all it's needed. Read everything and sign. And you read it, and then you sign. Is there any problem here at this point?
Thank you, Papayano. There is no problem. African TV and Baba Mohbad, with what you've said, even if there's going to be a problem, they are both in the same shoe. People should drag both of them together. Even if they are going to be an issue, people should drag both of them together.
Now, why did both of them sign it on Mohbad's death? If you say the contract is bad, then Baba is wrong.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. It means
hold on, but Papayano.
They should drag you together.
Hold on, please. Papayano, but when they ironed that issue out, do you watch that Oriomi show? When they both agree and they left. After that, can you bring out where before the cocoa and the cause of it? Can you bring out where Baba Mohbad attack African TV? Please, I'm not talking about followers of Baba Mohbad. I'm not talking about issue.
Look at.
Hold on, please. Hold on. Can you bring out where Baba Mohbad attack African TV? But here I can tell you so many ways where African TV has been attacked.
Now look at it. First of all, okay. They say, like, okay, let me not put problem. Okay. If I and you have a deal, okay,
yeah.
And you are a beneficiary, and me, I'm highly affected. You know, I'm the one that will be paid, first of all. And when people are paying, the one way or the other, they will seek redress. For example, I can quickly play you, I can show you, I don't know whether you have seen this particular, what is it? There's this particular video I used to play here several times sometimes. I don't know whether you have had it. Okay? About Bukky Jesse.
I'm always here.
So that's Bukky Jesse. You see how he came out at Baba? Has Baba came out at her? No. Okay, you must always question why do people come out at others if you want to be fair enough and see whether if it is you too you can accept it.
But do you know? African TV.
Just wait. Not everybody. Okay, who you see venting, you just want to, label that bitter or whatever. Sometimes look at the root cause and see whether they are human beings and they deserve to be treated that way. Now, African TV had an agreement in the MOU, Mobile Father. The agreement states clearly that if any party is going to be out of this agreement, it's going to give 90 days notice to the other person. And this person has calculated his life, his business, his time, everything. All right? He went to the court, he went to do the agreement whatsoever, go and come, he gave his time to it. And then Baba Mohbad, because some people who are jealous, just, to call him back. This is a man who has already agreed with another person. Some people came behind again and they teach you something, all right? The next thing you did, you just broke the agreement that you have with somebody. That somebody has invested his time, everything into. Okay. You break the agreement and you expect the person. If this man want to do now, and even this man, want to behave, want to be legal, he's supposed to be able to sue Baba Mohbad. However, hold on. The amount of money he needs for remedy, redress,
Hold on. Thank you. That's as a foundation. Is it as a foundation? Is it coming online to come and be dragging as a foundation? I think a foundation should be someone that is learned. Like coming online, come and drag, come and cause, come and do all sorts of things.
Do you know what is online? Do you know what they call online? Online is a medium. And this is the space where such discussion, where it's mostly about. So why can't we come to the space where just Mohbad is about? Isn't it, guys?
But if I should, for as far as I'm concerned, if African TV as a foundation want to tackle this, I think he should do it in a better way.
Do you support that he should sue Baba Mohbad?
They have an agreement. If an agreement is made and something is happening to the agreement, what's the next thing they should do?
Legal action.
If the agreement is if the agreement is true, like the way they put it to us, like the
Baba
way
has signed already.
Baba has never come out to explain his own side.
That's why, thank you very much. That is what we are saying. Instead of talking about Coco and these things, talk about the problem. Don't hide it.
Okay, so can I
understand why Baba talk about the fault of Africa?
That's why I'm saying that Baba have not talked about his own side.
Let me and you. We shouldn't be. No, don't say we shouldn't be. Let us force him to say it. Don't protect African TV. African TV is coming around saying, I don't know what I did to this man. But you know what to say it, that thing that African TV has done.
But you know you cannot force him.
It's okay. If we cannot force, it means everything African TV is saying is correct. He should defend himself. If African TV is venting, all Baba have to do is to expose African TV. Don't talk about
YG.
Like I said earlier, I said I'm not supporting the Coco.
YG, you are picking and choosing the side you feel is okay. That's someone else.
What is it?
Please, can I come in?
Sorry, guys, let's not limit the convention. If that is the scope of discussion, please, we'll shut up everybody. We'll just go and we'll just be here by ourselves, please. If that's the scope of discussion, let's keep engaging. We enlighten others. Through him, others can see light. Me, I like that sometimes to handle one person and go deep wherever they want to go deep with them. Because if you don't do this thing, you will not be able to, expose the evil deed of some people. And then
let someone else engage in too.
That's my I'm done. Okay. I'm done.
Guy, please, can you hold on? Thank you, Paparano. From the look of things, you've spoken about what African base is all about, and the other guy that spoke. All I can put into this is that, like I said earlier on, the genesis of the contract or whatever agreement between African TV and Baba, we don't know. I think I Probably I saw that.
If you don't mind, I forgot one thing that he has already been saying he did here. It was the one that suggested to the coroner, in fact, that first that said that Mohbad body must go and be checked. Mohbad video when it was exhumed everything, and that was when Mohbad wake up that they have to go and check Mohbad. It was him that was said that they must go and check that body. Go on.
It was the one that popularized the DNA as well.
That was what he was saying. That I remember that December. I won't forget many things he was saying because that time he was in action. So he was saying so many things.
Popularized the DNA matter.
Please, Arisuka, can I say something? Apparently, you said that after the agreements and whatever with African Tele, some people from nowhere or wherever they are, came to Baba and said, maybe they look at the agreements again. And from what I heard earlier on was that the percentage that was accrued to African TV was not supposed to be. So we don't, only if you can look at that agreement now again, that we know what is in that agreement. That as at that stage, Baba Mohbad needed help. He needed somebody, and I heard earlier on that African Tele left Belgium to come to Nigeria to come and do what? Is it just for the justice or for his own, because he knew the business is going.
Michael, can I ask you a question? You see, when there is fight, people always assume. Now, I believe if a man, for example, between the two of us, we've been talking on something, and it requires me, that is abroad, to come back to where you are for us to finalize things. Do you think after the whole thing goes sour, you will then come and say, why should you, Aristocrat, why did you leave your base to come here in the first place if you are not going to gain from it? I think that is not a question to be begged for. If the two of them have the same vision and they agree and one need to come down to execute, we shouldn't blame them.
No.
But don't let you blame it like if he's not going to gain anything, why did he leave where he
That's not the angle I'm looking at it. What I'm saying is that what causes their breakup? Some people now advise Baba Mohbad, and African Tele did not go well. I mean, the whole thing did not go well with him. Probably, I had African Tele last week saying that if Baba Mohbad by tomorrow, he will support Baba Mohbad to XM, to wherever he wants to go. But what is happening now? The way we that comment and we that argue or trying to be on one side, we're more or less doing, I won't say good things for African Tele and Baba. Tomorrow, Baba and African Tele can still come up according to African Tele. He's still ready to work with Baba according to his statement. So that's the area I want us to look at it, not just divide them.
Can I just say something to this? Okay, so can I just say something to this? First of all, I think this shouldn't be. African Television, kudos to you. And I think he has done something good. And we need to give him that credit. He popularized this case. So we need to look at it that way. So regardless of what is going on now between Mr. Loba and African Television, I think what needs to be done is to make peace between two of them. Okay, please, just give me a minute to speak. I think it's to make peace because African Television has something good to still offer. Okay, because one, I heard it was the one that popularized the DNA, and I also heard, according to Papariano, as I'm being told right now, that he also suggested that Mohbad's body should be checked. So has he done anything real good? Yes, he has. So, and I think what we need to do is to try and make peace between these two gentlemen. We need to make peace between two of them instead of instead of hyping them up, instead of instead of causing more trouble. African Television was very angry yesterday. I saw the anger in him. Mr. Lobato is angry. So and I can see the two men, bumping head with each other. They need to come to terms. They need to make peace, and peace is what we want to be able to move this justice forward. Then again, when it comes to, I just joined down some points. When it comes to African Television suing Mr. Loba for the contract. He can't do that anymore because, as I was told, the contract has been cancelled. So how can you take a man to court when the contract between two of you has been cancelled? If that contract was still binding, then I believe African Television will still by now be able to do that. But as it stands right now, if it goes to court, it's going to be a joke. I'm sorry to use that word.
Him not doing it at the time. Him not doing it at the time makes him a gentleman.
Yeah, of course, definitely. You're right, Papariano.
Take a heck out of money out of Baba Mohbad.
Yes, of course. In fact, if then, right? Hold on, please. Hold on.
Let me correct something you just said. Sorry.
Yeah, hold on. Mr. Aristocrat, please, sir. Please. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I feel that if he had done that then, I'm telling you, there is no way he would have gotten 70% of Mohbad's royalty because somebody in the family has signed the contract. But as it stands right now, there is nothing he can do. And I really thank African Television for taking that stand.
Of what?
I said, from what I heard, is it 70-30, right?
No. I didn't say. There is so many mistakes.
Okay, go ahead and correct me, Papariano. Please correct me.
Excuse me, can I come in?
Okay. Hold on, please. Hold on, give me a second. Papariano, can you please correct that?
You don't. I don't know. Please wait. If there is much you don't know about this case, just let us narrate. Just wait. We'll come back to you. Let us explain your things so that you can.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you.
You have the logic, but try to get the story itself. It will help you. Go on,
okay,
King.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Go on, King.
Yeah. What I want to say that I want to contribute to this, like African TV is like you guys that fighting for justice for Mohbad. This is not about maybe they go to court of law to sign a deal. I think in that very time, Baba Mohbad was under pressure, and we can call it like maybe you want to exploit Baba Mohbad for that, for Baba Mohbad to sign that deal. You understand me? Everybody is fighting for justice for Mohbad, not the SS. It's like it's not a lawyer.
It's entertainment. What do you consider? What do you consider a scam? What is a scam, please?
I'm not saying scam. It's like exploiting someone under pressure.
What is exploiting?
Yeah, what is exploiting?
Can you define the exploit?
I think you should just give a brief summary of this, what happened, because I think most people don't.
No, I mean, I told you now, like I told you, when you are talking to them, just speak that.
Then just relax. Let him tell us.
Baba fast will make fast, they're the same thing. Mama, as in, that sense is not there. It's not insult. It's not. To just take it easy. You understand? King's Entertainment. What do you call exploitation?
Yes. Well, what I mean by exploiting is like you want to use Baba Mohbad because.
So now King's Entertainment. Somebody who wanted to, and somebody who have, which of them have committed a crime? Somebody who wanted to steal. And somebody that
none of them have committed crime. None of them.
I am saying, King's Entertainment. I am saying, any to pay jali, to TG, at any to jali, cannot commit crime.
Any to pay jali.
Both of them attempt.
Well, you can call it both of them attempt. Fine, but in
this case. And
in this case, you can't say.
So now, proof for me.
That's what I want.
Wait now. Now, a proof for me. African TV fake jolly. Listen, Kijipo jolly, Kuti jolly. But a proof for me, fake jolly. We can work within that premises.
Yes, that's what I mean by exploitation. You can't exploit someone under pressure.
Help him. Why do you want me to help him? I want to understand. King's Entertainment.
Why do you want me to help him? Let another person help you now.
No, because it's a joke for me. That's what I told you again.
It's a joke to you too. I'm laughing now.
King's Entertainment. Look at it this way. African TV never exploited them. There is no attempt to steal anything. African TV gave Baba Mohbad and his lawyer. African TV didn't bring lawyer. Baba has lawyer. Baba trusted that lawyer. And African TV told them, read this document, 75. Sorry.
But do you agree with me that African TV went to Nigeria because of his business.
I told you to help him. He said, no, let me explain to him. African TV bring contract. I said, Baba, read this thing. If you like it, for us to then sign it. And Baba give to the lawyer. Baba and the lawyer, they read it and they like it, and Baba sign it. What is the tip of African TV there? Entertainment.
What? I don't know what to say. Yeah. But what I'm saying, like African TV should not be angry with maybe they break the deal or the deal has been broken.
Now because African TV,
You said yourself that African TV too soft. African TV is a gentleman. He should have accepted gentle.
Can I just make quick contribution?
No, let me make a quick contribution.
No, I will make.
You met me here.
I met you here.
African TV is gentle now.
Yes.
You just keep speaking to someone now.
It's not.
I'm not gentle.
I know you are not gentle. I'm saying be one. Be.
I don't want to be.
You are.
I'm violent. I'm a
violent. I'm rascal too. Be a gentleman. No.
Violent and rascality is different.
Let me be a gentleman.
Let me just allow you because it's jacuzzi.
Physically.
I just wanted to see Papariano's face. Now he don't block him face. Come on. I wanted to see his face. Let me say something though. This is part of the same topic, but not in the same line. You know, some people...
Now you want to change the topic.
I'm not changing. I said same topic, different line. Some people collected awards about two weeks ago for good job in justice for Mohbad, and just Baba Mohbad did not complain. Is that cause going to work for them also?
Exactly my point. Exactly my point.
Yeah, that cost is more going to be for them than for African TV, as a matter of fact.
That's my point. I said, everyone can do...
Don't buy trophy, lórí Biko Mohbad. I want to buy 100,000.
Honorable, off your mic. Don't break the table.
Okay, let me off my mic.
Let me just quickly add this, based on this thing. There's something I want us to see, and at times, I like to take things as a case study. Just like Paparano said, African TV did not come with a lawyer. The finality of that MOU was based on the Baba's party. If the articles in that MOU was injurious to Baba, his lawyer, who is a legal person, would have corrected or said, no, we will draw another one. But they reached an agreement. It means the two of them agree. Just like the Bible says, can two walk without agreement? No. Now, if some other people now cropped in through Baba's end, the violation of that contract is actually not that of African TV. Then let's look at it as African TV is probably looking at the vision, which is just for the justice. So whether Baba say, I'm not working for him again, I will still be in the justice movement and it will continue. And if my memory still serves me right, even after that document was terminated last year, African TV was still spending money to go and do DNA. I will give you money. I will do this. I will do that. Even after when that contract was cancelled. It's showing goodwill. I think this is where the trouble started from. And everybody must take responsibility. Because the narrative of 70-30 was wrongly explained to the public. The public saw African TV as the villain and not the law. They saw him that why will you collect 70% and give the family 30%? But just about a month or two ago, the truth about 30-70 came out, which was used for African TV. And the truth about African TV document is in the hands of those who have read the document fully. where the family, not Baba this time, was given 25%. The lawyer, as the legal person to the foundation, will take 5%, and 70% will go to the foundation to do whatever they want to do. Also, in that clause, if I could remember, it is meant from the profit from anything they will get from the memorial. Memorial where they were saying they will build museum, build some places where people can come and pay money. When they pay money to enter, whatever the profit is, the family will take 25%, the lawyer will take 5%, and the 70% will be used to run the foundation. Let us all think and take outside of not saying this to blame. The foundation is going to be run, and it will be based on money. Only African TV cannot be running a task getter. What it means is this: the foundation is going to have an office. The foundation is going to get donors who will be contributing. The foundation will also be trying to raise money. The foundation is going to employ people to work. Where do they pay that money from? It's going to be from that 70% or the money that is given. Number two, the foundation is accountable to the public, because when you have foundation, you must show to the government how you spend the money. They must see how it goes. So nobody can really steal there because it has a lot of legal implications. Now, but if the foundation out of Baba is not contributing a dime, neither is the family. It is people that will contribute. It is people that will work. They will have to pay. That is how foundation runs. That 70% is meant to run the activities, whatever they plan to do. If at the end of the day, they are making money from part of the things they've done, that is where they want to give the family 25%. Let us get it right. It is from the profit. Now, one of those things that caused trouble with African TV when he came to explain was that after that 25%, they said they will also have the father of the deceased on their board of trustees. And if on the board of trustees, they will be giving him a form of salary or stipend, honorarium on a monthly basis just to keep him there. That will still come from the cost of that 70%. Don't forget, the 25% is different. Now, if these things was agreed and some people came and probably they don't understand it, they say that it shouldn't be a whole 70%. In the first place, I questioned it because I said, if the public is the one giving the money for this thing to happen, why should you give the family a whole 25%? We should all think about it. A whole 25%. What will be left for the foundation to execute the real project? What it then means is they will not be able to execute the project that people, donors, contributed for. Because we are taking a huge part of the proceed of what people contributed just to give to the family. The family shouldn't have collected more than 5%. It shouldn't have, because it's a public thing. Because the foundation, by what I read, is not only for Mohbad's case. There are other cases they will be handling. Other cases that will be opened. Once you finish Mohbad's case, you take up more. That it is for humanitarian. And people will continue to contribute. So if you see it at that, we kind of think about people attack. Lastly, this is what I would say. After that thing was cancelled, this is what now brought the cameras back. If they cancelled it and nobody was making noise, African TV is going about, okay, I'm still doing justice for Mohbad, do the DNA, I will do this, I will do that, I was going. The supporter of the father of the deceased now came out. They were now attacking him. They were ridiculing him, calling him thieves. How do you think he will react if he has been a gentleman and now he saw that the supporter of the man, I say, okay, no problem. Let us move ahead. They are now being instigated remotely to be attacking him. He will probably come and defend himself too. And this is what I would have thought, because things ought to have been de-escalated. They should have come out and say, even Baba on his broadcast will say, my people, please don't attack this man. We have an agreement and we've dissolved the agreement. Everybody has moved on. Don't attack anybody. That will have escalated.
I ask one question?
Just let me finish. Just let me finish my line of thought. Therefore, that will have de-escalated any form of rancor, and it wouldn't have brought us to this extent. There are better ways to handle things at times. But don't let us forget that Mr. Joseph Aloba, in Justice for Mohbad today, is a leader. And in leadership, you carry a lot of responsibility. If a political party, for example, the members are attacking others, they always call on the leaders to say, tell your fans to say, no, don't fight. They might not stop, but it will be on record that that person has said, I am not part of what is happening. Please don't do it. Whether this man, you think he tried to exploit me or not, we've cancelled that agreement. It's no more existing. Let us move on. This will have saved everybody. And I think as at now, while we are all still dragging this, we could see that whatever that wants to be done is to call attention to this justice for Mohbad, because justice is here to be achieved. Then we should not be counterproductive. We should look at it. Whether you want to say, we should look at it and say, let's come to the same table. Why not do it like this, Everybody shift from your position. You come to an agreement and you fly with it. Rather than everybody grandstanding and going to the extent of verbal assault and etc. We, the fan as well, have to be blamed. Because fan are the one putting fuel on the matches and it's turning to an inferno. Just my opinion. Answer your question, please.
Mr. Aristocat, please. Will you agree with me that African TV travel all the way from Belgium to Nigeria all because of his own business?
You wanted to ask me a question. You are not asking me a question. You are asking me to validate your position. Ask me a question.
It's a question now.
Is the money?
He says, do I agree? It's not a question. You want me to validate? No, it's not a question. You want me to validate your position?
African TV has tried and
you want me to validate your position? You said, do I agree with you? I don't agree with you. So that is not a question, my brother.
Put that to me. Very simple. Yes. Go on, yes.
Thank you, Dari. It's a question now. Like African TV agreed to go to Nigeria because of the business. Like they have agreement. They've talked on phone and they've reached some agreement.
Because of the agreement, because he need to validate it in Lagos State Court.
Thank you. That's why he went to Lagos.
Exactly.
To meet Baba Mohbad. And African TV accepted to terminate the agreement they had outside the court.
Yes, the reason he accepted to do so.
Paparano, did he accept yes or no?
Yeah, there was pressure. There was pressure from the public, and so he was frustrated, and he just have to do it because of the public pressure. Normally, he's at the loss. So he will have to vent. Like so he go do it. Like he go vest now. Like normally, he will come online, come talk whatever, because this is not how he planned it. Sure, you understand? So, like under the public, because public was saying that if you know you truly want justice, the condition, if you know you truly want justice, just sign this. Baba no one. We know Baba made mistake. We know Baba didn't. The Baba and his lawyer made mistake. Sign this man out and forget about this man. And he just did it.
Okay, let me now put this. The other time when we were talking, you are using me and you as an example. Example now, African TV has agreed to be a gentleman and a gentleman to the core. Why can't he just go and sit down and be a gentleman? He has agreed.
But it was violated. That gentleman principle was violated.
You don't want to answer me. You said you want to.
No, I don't want to answer that question. That question I don't want to answer.
Don't choose this. Answer all this question if you want to engage in.
It's funny how people choose to ignore who started the fight and start to blame who responded to the fight. It's just
African TV has agreed to terminate.
When you hear this, you begin to wonder what's going on.
African TV has agreed to terminate their agreement, which a lawyer is involved. Baba lawyer is involved. He has agreed to terminate the agreement outside the court. I want to prove his own gentle, like he's a gentleman. And let's agree with his pressure, like the public has given him pressure and all. So coming out, Aristocrat was saying something the other time that Baba supporter has been tackling, has been dragging African TV.
Don't refer to Aristocrat, please. Talk about the discussion.
I'm only quoting what you said now.
Aristocrat is not African.
If I can't engage you, don't quote me.
Talk about African TV. Go on. Forget about it.
As far as I'm concerned, if I was to be African TV, I'm talking about myself now, and I have such an agreement, and I know what I'm carrying. I know the value of my foundation. Like I know the value of my foundation. I will never terminate the agreement outside the court. Outside the court.
You said that you would have sued Baba if it was you.
Because we had agreement together. I will have gone to court. We have agreement.
So you would have forced Baba to continue with the agreement, right?
I won't force Baba to go. If Baba wants to, hold on now.
No, I want you to add this to your question.
Okay.
Papariano, add this to the question. Did African Television, did this charity organization, was it in existence before Mohbad's death?
Thank you.
So Papariano, add that to your question, okay? And I'm listening.
That wasn't my question, but yeah, you can direct that to me. That's not the question I was meant for.
So that is my question to you.
Yeah, that is your question to me. I think an NGO was needed to be able to assess the government easily as a body, rather than just one mere person going to speak. So the NGO, that is the foundation. If you read the MOU, it says, I, Joseph Aloba, give African TV the permission on behalf of me, Uluwin, to create a foundation in the name, in the legacy of Mohbad. So that is African TV is a party, and this party is establishing a foundation that whose objective is to give justice, and starting with Mohbad. The objective is to seek justice, for human, but starting with Mohbad, the legacy of Mohbad, because Mohbad is the first. So it was not simply, but it was created.
The foundation was based on necessity.
That will come up, the foundation will definitely go in.
Yeah, based on necessity. Use that word.
Based on necessity, finish.
And it makes sense. Yes. Are you okay, Adedoyin? Are you okay with that?
I wanted to ask YGE a question. YGE, you said African Television should be a gentleman to the core. Do you mean that he should not do the anniversary? Is that what you mean that by saying he should be a gentleman? That if he says, okay, he's no longer going to do this, he's a gentleman to the core. Is that your take?
He has always been a gentleman.
What I'm asking,
I've answered your question now.
You said he should be a gentleman. You should continue being a gentleman because he should continue being a gentleman by terminating the contract outside, right? Now, I'm asking you, what do you want him to do to show that he is a gentleman? Is it that he should not do this anniversary or what?
I personally, African TV is mature, and I can't tell him what to do. He knows what to do. But as far as I'm concerned, Mohbad family said they do not want something like that. Amen.
Please come in.
They're streaming on song. She didn't know. She's streaming on song.
Papa, Riano, PAP, lórí TikTok. Honestly,
that's all everything. I think Amen. Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
And I don't want to answer. I want to. I don't know. And I want to ask you.
Like to have moderator.
Give me a legal advice. I want you to give me a legal advice. Now, let's say I am African TV.
Whenever they want.
And the contract that was dissolved, and I move on as a gentleman, whatever, and I'm still involved in the matter of the justice. But the supporter of the other party have been very instigating, maligning and assaulting me on based on misinformation. And I've over time tried to explain to them, hoping they will change. But it is getting worse. Do you think I have legal ground to seek a redress from the other party, owing that the other party, they are a supporter, and he has power to appeal and explain to his own supporter the true situation of things in order to de-escalate all the verbal assault? That is my question, please.
Yeah, that's a personal decision on the part of that party. You won't have any right to be able to compel him, except you are able to establish that those persons are coming on behalf of that party and acting on the instruction of that party. That is when you have that basis to be able to file something against the party.
You did hear me very well. I said, after the dissolution of the agreement, whatever happened, after that, there are evidence that loyalists to the other party are being instigated to continuously assault me verbally on asking, do you think that's ground to take redress if I want to?
Yes, if the other party is instigating the loyalists to come after you, you have that position. You can file a case in court and get a redress with respect to that. But what I'm saying
all
is,
right, sir. Thank you very much.
You can have someone. Let's say, for example, you and I at this class, we had something doing, and then we, had a little misunderstanding, and I know some of your workers, and they came to do something to insult me, and all of that, blah blah, and the rest. And on your own part, you're coming to say, okay, you did not send it. You did not send these persons. You did not know what they were doing, right? But
yes.
The fact that
there is a disclaimer already.
You got to know, but you didn't call them to order.
Let us tap on the screen, everybody.
That's the fact that you got to know, except if that man is coming to say, I did not send these people. And if they repeat it, you report again, he's claiming he did not send them and he has not disassociated with them. And they are still coming back on the ground of what caused the misunderstanding, which is that contract. Then if African Television takes the matter to court.
No, African Television, me. We are referring to me now. I can take the matter to court to seek redress.
Yes. Yeah, so let's take
thank you for your legal advice that I've not paid for.
You see the problem, right?
Baba, I don't think you will win in court.
Right? And if
it is left for the court to decide.
No, but let me tell you why.
It is left for the court to decide.
Adedoyin, put your question to Amen straight. Go on.
Okay, so Amen. Okay, so the thing is that, so I want to speak on, I'm not speaking on aristocrat now, but I'm speaking on something that is valid, that we can say. So let's say, for example, if African Television was to take Mr. Loba to court, let me say for defamation or whatever it is, or instigating other people against him. Now, the point is that did African Television ever come out to say anything against Mr. Loba? Did he? So if he came out and he also addressed the issue by bashing Mr. Loba, well, like you said, aristocrat, that is, for the judge to decide. But if African Television has kept quiet, didn't say a word, people were out there saying bad things about him, or castigating him, or talking about, or defaming his character, or, castigating, in every way you want to look at it, then they have the right to do that. But as it stands right now, both of them, they've been going back and forth.
Let me just quickly address what you are saying. Number one.
Okay, so for me, hold on, please, sir.
If he's suing, wait now. Wait, if you are sued, you have the right to defend. So we need the court to do that.
For sure.
It is for
so
the defendant to prove that.
Okay.
Whatever you are saying. Yes.
Okay, well, okay, sir. Thank you. So I think in this case, the best thing to do right now is to make peace between these gentlemen. Just call them and just let somebody. Mr. Loba have a personal assistant. I think so. So I think this shouldn't be. We shouldn't be having all this out there, especially for somebody who is seeking justice for his son. We shouldn't have this. So what they need to do, if he has a personal assistant, what they need to do is to talk to African television, make peace with him, and let this guy lay low. And just forget about it and move on. I think that will help this case a lot.
Aristocrat is trying to, I don't think Aristocrat is trying to advise African TV to go to court.
No. I'm not saying that Aristocrat is trying. This is my take on all this. Because this is not necessary. African television is coming at Mr. Loba. Mr. Loba is going at him, and they are going back and forth. And the community at large, when it comes to TikTok, this is being stretched, beyond, and this is becoming a distraction. So I think what they need to do, the personal assistant, if there's any, it needs to talk to African television, and they need to be humble enough to call him and settle this and let it be.
Amen. As I was saying, amen.
Even see a distraction here, to be honest.
I still want to get some legal guidance from you.
Amen. Anybody can do anything, but it shouldn't affect anything that is being done at the inquest or anything that has to do with the court. If the lawyers knows exactly what they are doing, what is the distraction? Because African TV and Baba is having issues on the TikTok. So it's a distraction.
Now, let me tell you what the distraction is, if I may reply you, Supreme. Thank you so much for bringing that up. You asked the question, and I'm going to reply you. So the distraction is this. We are seeking for justice for Mohbad. Do you understand that? We are looking at what killed Mohbad. How did Mohbad die? When did he die? It's about Mohbad. It's not about Mr. Loba. And if you have anything against Mr. Loba, take it up with him personally. Because this is now, we're supposed to be talking about how to find justice for this,
I don't even listen.
No. Thank you for your response. I will ask you just one question, and then I will answer your question. In what way?
I don't agree with you, Adedoyin.
All you just
ask Adedoyin the question, then I will respond.
Because what we are doing here, if the lawyers and the people on ground knows exactly what they are doing.
Amen. I think we should go to another platform to talk reasonably. Because I don't like all this meddlesome interloper. All this meddlesome interloper, they don't have questions. When someone is trying to get a question and they just distract you on that question, it's always frustrating. It's always frustrating.
If you want to see Adedoyin, you can take what happened.
I apologize to you, sir. Please, I'm sorry. I just wanted to put that in.
It's all right, Adedoyin, please. We're all expecting you to be able to connect, the tributes, how it will be of advantage to the current investigation at the coroner inquest or at the police station with respect to who killed.
This tribute that African television is about to do would have been so wonderful. You know why? Let me tell you why. It would have created a bigger...
No problem. It doesn't matter if it would have been. We should not be sitting on speculations. I just asked you a question. How will it affect investigation? That is all. Other people can just communicate.
Okay, please just let me speak so that I can let you guys go on. Now, I think this would have been so great and wonderful. I would love to see more awareness about Mohbad's death. But unfortunately, due to the field between African television and Mr. Loba, and that is what is almost preventing this. If now, what African television purpose. I heard it in a different platform. Yesterday, I was on Yeye, Kudi's platform. I've been listening to Yeye for a long time. I was on her platform, and the same thing is what this almost what African television wants to do. Not really a tribute, but they want to go out there with t-shirts, water, and all these things. Okay, now, Mr. Loba, I don't think he has an issue with that. But the point is that there is a feud between these two gentlemen that we are not getting that here. And I feel that what we need to do, I really want to see this. But what we need to do is to try and bring these two men together. Make peace between them so that this man can do what he wants to do.
Why don't you take on that challenge? Please believe for that. Please try and bring them together.
I mean,
try and bring them together, are they doing?
This tribute goes on, right?
Try and bring them together so that we can move forward. You take on that challenge and that assignment. Thank you very much. Amen.
Will the tribute have any negative effect on investigation to the death of Mohbad?
Amen. You guys, you've derailed my line of questioning.
Okay.
Because I was trying to educate people. That was why I chose you to answer my question, not everybody.
Yeah.
Understanding that I want a good guidance. I don't want to talk
Let
about it.
me just answer the question she said about African TV coming out to say some other things. It doesn't prevent African TV from filing any suits. If Baba Mohbad wants to do anything about it and he wants to rely on the position that African TV has come out to say some things about him, he can only maybe file a counterclaim. But that's African TV can also have even a better defense to the effect that he was provoked into it. He was provoked into it, and the provocation is continuing, repeating itself. That is why he had to go approach a court. He doesn't want to get himself involved with all of those stuffs and all of that. But the fact that he has come out to make some comment doesn't serve as a bar to his right to be able to institute in courts against
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You see, I asked those questions because I was reading comments and people were saying because he had the two parties did agree to cancel the MOU and they've moved on. That none of them or African TV will have a ground to sue. So I don't want to answer it directly, but I want another legal person. I would have said, Madam Fola should have helped me. But since you were here, that was what I was asking. You see, many a times we commentator, because we do not understand the way law works, we always judge and say, this matter might not get to court. I could feel that Paparano have said something today that annoyed me. And I tried to talk to Paparano. I said, Paparano, what you said about me, I don't like it. Please apologize. And he refused. I can go and institute a case against him for libel or slander. I chose to. It is left for him to now come and defend himself and for the court to judge. So in many cases, even though a contract has been cancelled, but there are events that could happen after that contract that could necessitate someone seeking a redress. So that is why that in everything, we need to be careful at times because actions and inaction brings reaction that can either be, one can be liable for or one cannot be liable for. But we can never stop anyone that would like to seek redress. Even Papa Mohbad's whatever that he did yesterday, he can talk to his lawyer and his lawyer can look at that video and see that even why Baba Mohbad never mentioned his name. Baba Mohbad's people, fans, they were congratulating him, acknowledging, and they were buttressing that cause. They are continuing that cause. And Baba Mohbad never said, no, what I said is generally, not to one person. It shows that he indirectly approved it. And someone can easily say, I want to take him to court. It is then left for the court to say, fine, your grounds are valid. and I will grant you your prayers. Or no, it is not valid enough because you've not been able to prove it. But we can't tell anyone what to go to court with or what not to go to court with. But whatever we ought to do is for us to be in the ambit of the law. Finally, people have been saying African TV, African TV. In these two persons we are discussing, African TV and Baba Mohbad, who is the biggest in this justice for Mohbad? Who should act like a leader? Who should seek support? Who should de-escalate? Who should ensure that we need all help available in order to stay focused? Then it is who that person is that should seek peace at all times. And everybody should fall in line. It's just a friendly advice. But no one needs to follow it. But those who will follow the justice will always follow the justice. And they will continue to do whatever they want to do. And anyone that feels their action or inaction is supported by the law, let them go ahead. If you feel you are going to infringe the law by your action, please restrain. Because ignorance of the law is no defense. Thank you very much.
Aristocrat, good afternoon. Thank you. Can I quickly say something, please? Supreme, I greet you, ma'am.
Good afternoon, sir.
Well done. In the first place, I believe the feud between Baba and African TV is needless, as far as I'm concerned. Aristocrat, I really appreciate you. That question you asked, you already answered it along the line of your submission. In the first place, I'm sorry to speak that Yoruba, but that is all what it is. It's just like we gather here now, we say we want to celebrate Mohbad. Is there anything wrong with that after 1 year? There's nothing wrong for me. I'm a fan of Baba till tomorrow. See, the case is over. I remain with Baba. But if I see what is going wrong, me, I will say it. So, you will not see me talking. But I will ever say my own mind. That's the truth. For me, I don't see anything wrong with what African TV is about to do. Baba should have focused on justice for Mohbad. African TV is just like, they are bringing this as a distraction to Baba. Mama Mohbad came out. We were thinking we were going to celebrate Mama Mohbad, going to have issue with Baba. All of a sudden, what we are hearing is something different. Folashade is out and say we want to support Karimo. Baba should go and look away and meet these people and get justice. All this celebration, Kilo Abakon celebration. Baba should look away from African TV issue. For me, that's my opinion anyway. But as far as I'm concerned, it's needless. It's needless. Anybody can celebrate Mohbad. He's a public figure. African TV has been on this journey since inception. So also Madam Mary, so also me, so also anybody amongst us on this TikTok. So anybody can just open platform, say today, we are playing Mohbad on Trout. We want to celebrate ourselves for 1 year. To remember Mohbad. What is wrong with doing that? I mean, let's speak the truth. Let's speak the truth. You can't condemn Baba in my presence, but I mean, for this one, I'm not standing with Baba. Now, that doesn't mean I hate Baba. If you think you're a Baba fan, you don't love him more than me. That is the truth. But this one is needless. As far as I'm concerned, it's needless. Thank you.
But Rotimi, you know what? Yesterday, one thing that put me aback, when I was listening to that Baba's life, he said, each time he listened to Mohbad's song singing, it brings sadness to him. And in my mind, a question popped up. Are we saying that so far that people have been playing Mohbad's music, that even it was after his death that it became more popular and he was able to get more royalty, and people are using it to create awareness?
Thank you.
Is that expression right? Does that mean the father is not feeling fine, and everybody should stop playing mobile song because the father is feeling bad?
Let me quickly say this. It's Baba that I say is bringing tears for his eye. Some of us, if we are on our way driving and play mobile in our own car, I still shed tears at times when I remember how this guy died. So it's not just Baba.
Like,
Baba, thank you very much, my brother. Yes, so continuous playing of this guy's song is people still appreciating that even after death, it still plays a significant role. And I think this is what the family should appreciate. Appreciate the substance, the vision of what wants to be done. If they feel the word celebration, they don't understand it. I say, again, okay, no wala. These tributes we are talking about, what is it about? Tell us. Maybe if the guy explains it to them, they'll say, we are even making noise when we ought not to be making noise. Can I even come for the tribute and be seated? Baba, you are appreciated to come. At the end of the day, what are you doing? You are creating awareness, promoting the legacy of the young man, and still also saying, even when you are doing tribute, that we want justice for this guy. And that is why we are doing this. And I think people should always be optimistic rather than be pessimistic. Look at the cup half full, not half empty. And simply, this is what I see. This is what I see. Everybody fighting this man. Even if it's I will say, come, okay, let's see what you want to do. Where can we partner? Do you need any of us to be present even at your event to give it more value? You say yes. If while you are there, you will see what they are doing. But don't let us also forget, in Nigeria is a sovereign nation that has constitution. And in constitution, everybody has freedom of association and freedom of assembly. They haven't. They will say they respect, they haven't.
The same awareness we are creating here is the same they are creating on
yes,
session.
It's the same thing.
What comes live.
If tomorrow, amen.
The table will also do. It just that is in another form. The awareness keeps this case alive and reminds the government that the public still have their eyes watching. We want to
still
see
thinking about it.
What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Are you just going to throw this case under the carpet, or you do justice? And that is
if on the 12th, if on the 12th or 11th we come on Papariano's platform, we have close to 1,000 people, and we are all eulogizing Mohbad, playing his music, reading tribute to him, celebrating his lifetime. Will the father come and shut us down? Because it's the same thing. We're in the public space. We are in the public space.
Let's look at this aspect, right? Between Baba Mohbad and African television, who is supposed to be more sensitive in this issue? It's Baba Mohbad. If today African television disappear into thin air and decide not to say anything about this case, and all of us decide not to say anything about this case, the criticism we will get will not be as much as that going to Baba Mohbad, as the father, Wunmi as the wife, then the mother also. So if you have a dispute and you have a choice to either, show another man that you're stronger than him, you can tell him not to do something, and he cannot come and, based on your presumption or assumption, he comes and take advantage of you. That's your own presumption. I'm not saying that is what African TV went to do. And then you say you want to show him who is who. And then you're prioritizing that over the interest of your son, who is seeking justice, who is supposed to be more sensitive in this situation. Even if it's for you to look at it that awareness is what kept this case this long. Awareness has played a major role in making sure that some of these persons, some authorities and all of that, slow down in their steps to compromise on this case. And you're seeking to even get more and more and more. Okay, for my son, no problem. Let me get this part of advantage, since it will be of good benefit in the end to this fight for justice. After that, I know how to face African television. So who is supposed to think about that? Is it not supposed to be Baba Mohbad? It is the same persons that are looking at it that because Mr. Aloba is the father, he has something, he should be given an edge. But you are forgetting that because he's the father, he's also supposed to be more responsible and much more, into this case of justice, even than any other person on it. You can't eat your cake and have it. That's just the truth. He should always remember that any other person coming in, as much as he's looking at it that everybody wants the best for Mohbad, nobody is supposed to want that more than him. That's just the truth of it. And this is also a reminder, whatever you do and you allow money to come in, you're definitely going to end up in a situation like this. Yeah, you're definitely going to end up in a situation like this if you are strictly held African television on the part of justice, and whatever happens, you're just looking at justice, and maybe he went and he did something wrong with respect to that, and you come out to call African television, and everybody on this justice would have been bashing African television. Nobody is doing anything.
Can I ask you a question, Amen? Apart from Mohbad's death, I also learned that there is a lady called Bamishe. Is there also an awareness being created for Bamishe like Mohbad by African TV?
For every case that comes to the attention of the public, there are awareness created.
No,
just
I'm
that
talking about
it
Bamishe.
differs. And
is there an awareness being created for Bamishe just like Mohbad?
How did you get to know about the case of Bamishe, please?
Excuse me?
How did you get to know about the case?
Bamishe was a lady that was killed in a BRT.
How did you get to know about the case?
I knew about the case of Bamishe. I knew about the case of Bamishe.
Okay, you knew about it through awareness. You knew about it through awareness, and I'm very sure. You know about it through awareness, and I'm very sure that the case of Bamishe has been used as an example, even to connected to this case of Mohbad, and we're talking about the issue of conducting the autopsy, how the family were very,
I'm asking you a question.
on their feet and vibrant.
I'm asking you a question.
Every awareness must not happen on the same date. If 12 September is set for Mohbad, does not mean 12 September awareness must be done for Bamishe, or even a month later.
Okay,
it can be 5 months later.
Now, let me ask you a question.
The answer to that question, amen. The answer to that question is yes.
Okay, so what's the awareness? Like that of Mohbad?
Yes. African TV is doing it. Awareness.
The flyers?
Yes, he has it. He has newspapers. He's in the newspaper. They went to court not too long ago. He's in the newspaper in Nigeria. Yes. The answer is yes.
So can you please put on the newspaper?
I cannot put on the African TV.
You mean African TV where he had asking for Bamishe?
Yeah, African TV is involved with the family, and yes, the answer is yes.
Okay, wonderful.
You have to Google or go to African TV webpage. I'm not the one that will do the job for you. Go Google it yourself. But the answer is yes.
Thank you, Super. I think, you know what? I believe if you go and if you Google Bamishe's case, I promise you, if you Google Bamishe's case, you're going to be the one coming back to
this is not fair. This is not fair. Amen. Please, amen. This is not fair. Please.
You're not allowing me to talk.
No,
And it
this is
doesn't
not
make
fair.
sense.
This is not fair to her. This is not fair to her. This is not good. It's not.
And Supreme lady, I wasn't talking to you.
Are they doing
I
wait?
was talking to
Are
Amy.
they doing wait? Okay.
You asked a question from Eme. Eme did not have the answer. I have the answer. I provided it.
Lady Harris, please.
The question was not to you, but to
No, no,
everyone.
What difference does it make?
No,
I know
please,
about it.
oh my
He does
God.
not. I know.
No. Guys, please, I'm not gonna do this. Me, I don't want to stress my mental health. Okay, please. And that's the
Answer the question.
I don't let people who have disagreement against each other to be on the platform. It's not.
We don't have disagreement. I don't. Nobody has disagreement. She only asked the
Please,
question.
I want all level. Let's respect
I don't know why
people.
you guys are attacking people.
Wait,
Doesn't make
are they doing?
Nobody
Please.
is attacking you.
But
If you are not making sense, it feels so.
Lady Harris, it sounds like
I have listened to you speak so many
Lady
times.
Harris, it sounds like an answer for
I don't know what you're saying. I'm
Lady
sorry.
Harris.
And you continue to listen to me. That's stupidity.
No. This is not okay, please. It's not okay. It's not an environment. It's not
I'm asking a question about Bamishe and you are attacking me.
I didn't attack you. I
just
I
allow
don't you
Madam
to
to
wait
address
now.
the
I
situation.
don't you to wait. Please, just relax, okay? It's good that you ask questions, okay? But take it easy. And this is what I want to say. I understand that we all adopt the same, okay? But the better you stay, the better or the longer you stay with these different groups, the better you become. You have more understanding. And I've said this, anybody that is trying to defend either women or Joseph Aloba in their act, they are indefensible. Don't shout, don't drag with them. They may ask intelligent questions, but believe me, 9 out of any question that they ask to defend these people, it's not workable. Just relax a little bit, you'll find an answer for it. But when it becomes like an attack, like a fight, me, I don't want that, because that's what they are doing. They think the more they shout, the more right they are, or the more questions, or the more, they stress. Don't stress with them. Don't do it. You cannot answer this. Relax. Find a way, relax yourself, and then come to them again. There is nothing that they've got for we to stand on them, for we to say that we are on the right side and on the best side. Then we see mistakes in their sides. So we must be able to prove that at all time. Are they doing African TV is on both cases? Do you know when Bamishe was born? You know his date of birth?
No, I don't.
Do you know his date of death?
Bamishe's date of birth? No.
You don't know date of death?
No.
Okay. Now, you know when Mohbad died, right?
Yes, Mohbad died September 11 or 12.
Exactly. So now, it makes sense that September 11 or 12, that of Bamishe comes, right?
Mm-hmm.
That of Mohbad comes like 1 anniversary. Bamishe died around 26 February 2022. Okay? So that was the time it was missing. All right? So now, that was the time it was missing. So maybe by 22 February, all right, 22 February of next year, African TV just got into that case, I think about 1 month or 2 months ago. Are you aware of that?
No, not really.
All right, it just got into that case. And in fact, there was a sitting on June, and the case has been postponed to October 17th. So October 17th, Ominicoron is coming back to court. That's the alleged man who killed Bamishe. And the man has been in the police custody for 2.5 years. Nothing. Okay, so next year, February, I will expect you to come back with that same questions about the Bamishe anniversary.
Okay, so can I just say something? So
Yeah,
I just do that. Please, just because I think I'm going to get off now. It's becoming too...
No, you can ask.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
You have to educate others through you. I mean, there are people who share the same. That's why I like this opposite question, because it makes me enlighten others. I won't stress myself to go after everybody, but through you alone, I can reach out to majority. So I like this kind of things, and I'm patient to address kind of things the whole day. Go on.
Okay, so I believe that Bamishe was murdered.
Exactly.
I will come on your platform and be lying to you, because I don't like lying, that I know about so much about her.
Yeah,
so
I know about her. You can ask me any question about her. I know about her.
Good. And that is why I come to your platform and I ask you a lot of questions, and I've learned a lot from you. And when I ask you a question, you answer, right? Without going back and forth. And I love that. Yeah. So now the point is that why I ask this question is because I've heard so much about Mohbad, which is good. And I thank you so much because you said something. The African television is involved. If African television have an NGO, I think that should be channeled on looking for what actually happened to Bamishe, which is doing, and I applaud that. Okay.
Yeah, I did. You know what happened? He has before the name of the foundation was African TV Mohbad Foundation, but he has removed that Mohbad. His African Foundation stands now Objective Justice.
Yeah, wonderful. And I think this NGO, you have people that you know that might want to look into it, and if he's doing the right thing, like maybe finding justice for people like Mohbad, for people like Bamishe, that's what we want to see. And that's
it's a new foundation. Just like, for example, like Berekete Foundation is there right now. How are you checking whether Berekete is looking for just for Mohbad? is because of his involvement. I mean, there are some certain things he cannot share with you, right?
Right. You're right about that. Yes.
There are things that if he does it, you're gonna see it literally because it's just exactly. So the same thing with African TV. There are things that I mean he may decide to share, and there are things he must not decide to share. So they deserve some privacy and respect.
Yes, exactly. So, and if he's getting into all this and he's looking at this and using his NGO for this cause, I think that's a good thing. You know, and I just remember Bamishe. I said, wow, I should have asked a question about Bamishe. Maybe I want to also channel his energy, towards that. And I'm so happy that he's doing, he's doing just.
He has full energy on that, and he brought the sister of Bamishe to this platform.
Oh my goodness, wonderful. Yeah. So that is what I want to hear. So I mean, it's not about
the empowerment behind those sisters alone. Even without the foundation, they have done a lot. Even without the foundation, and with him now, I think they should be able to even do more. I mean,
because you have people that might want to support what he's doing, and if you are attacking people and going back and forth, it doesn't make sense.
Timing is also very important, and we should always remember that. You see, the question you ask now, if not that Papariano came in to, try to make sure that it's in order, Supreme was not wrong to have taken it in another direction, because we were actually discussing
that's the thing. Supreme was too mean.
As if
also look at Supreme was mean to her.
I was not mean. She said it was African TV involved.
Papariano, no problem. I'm going to address everybody.
And I said yes, African TV is involved with Bamishaye. Since it is an information Amen is not privy to, and I supplied the information.
I don't know you, Supreme. I don't have any business with you. So, and I don't think we should be going back and forth. I don't really know you.
I wasn't even talking. You didn't even let me finish my. I don't know you either. I don't know you either. You didn't even let me finish. You come to a platform and you dominated the platform. We are all asking questions. You can't offend me. You can never offend me.
Okay, so I apologize. Please, you
have never offended me. You can never offend me. I was not mean. You asked a question. Don't apologize. There's no need to apologize. You asked a question that Amen does not have an answer to. You asked. You said, is African TV involved in Bamishaye's case?
Yes, of course.
Let me finish. And Amen does not have the answer to it. And Amen stop interjecting.
That was not her question. Let me just address this.
You don't let people finish.
Oh my goodness. Okay, all right. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Okay, where the problem is that Adedoyin, the way you ask the question, it looks as if you are trying to say, why are we putting more efforts on this case of Mohbad, and then we are ignoring that of Bamishe. And we have had other live sessions where people came up with those kind of questions. People who, they are anti-justice, they are coming to take sides, and all of that. Why are you concentrating on Baba? Why are you concentrating on Wumi? What about the 16 million people that were in the house or whatever, So timing was important, but there was no. I don't think you meant any, disrespect to. It's just the wrong timing. So that was why I say Supreme. There is justification that Supreme look at it maybe from that angle, and all of that.
Okay.
And then also
so now,
that I don't have certain information.
Amen.
I want to help.
I think Papariano did a good job. He already answered my question, and I think he did a wonderful, fantastic job, and I think I get it. So I don't need to go back and forth. And I thank you so much. Because you shed more light.
Also, this is what I want. That is good. Allow them to defend whoever they want to defend. They may be right, okay? Because through them we can see light sometime. When you allow them, because they try to do some mathematics in their head. And if their mathematics work, so be it. Just because we are here, we think, the other side is not doing so right. Okay, what if we are wrong? So if we are right, then we must be able to take in question and think alongside. Like she wanted to pin us down somewhere. Had it been Bamishe death was last month, or was maybe July or June, and African TV has been on the case for 1 year now and has not done nothing. Then she can start paying African TV down. Right? But she now knowing that African TV just joined the case about 2 months ago, not even more than that. Yes, 2 months ago, and this lady died in February 2022. Right? Then now 1 year of African TV in that case, you cannot question him. You see?
Okay, so first of all, I want you to know that I do not belong to any group.
It doesn't matter. You can belong anywhere. It doesn't matter.
No.
That's it. You can just belong to either the right or wrong group.
Okay. All right. So thank you, Papa Lalo.
Andy, how are you? Welcome on board, Andy. And justice for Imole.
Yeah, justice for Imole.
Ade, my sister, lovely sister Fola Shade, welcome on board. Mr. K, what's up? Justice for Imole.
That's great for you.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hear from Fola Shade, please.
Yeah, I don't have much to say. What I have to say, Iron Lady already addressed it, and it was when Adedoyin was talking about settling the fight between what's his name, African TV and Baba. I mean, you brought the suggestion that they should go ahead and settle the whatever they might have in between them. I think you should be the one to go ahead and settle the whatever is going on between them, because we don't want you to come back and say, "Oh, I gave this idea," and you want to take the glory because you wanted to take the glory of the billboard. Now you're giving another suggestion. Go ahead and just implement that. Maybe that's it. That would be a very good idea, because when you come with an idea and somebody do it, you want to take the glory. Oh, I brought this up. I did that. I did this. So that's all I wanted to say to her.
Okay, thank you very much. And again, I just want to say something, please. I'm not going to have Adedoyin attack here or become a victim of attack or whatever. I'm not going to allow that. As long as people are asking questions from the point of knowledge or whatsoever they want to do, they can craft whatsoever question they want to craft. This platform will always accommodate such, and through them, we'll be able to share light to those who do not have light. And I think on the side of Adedoyin, one thing that I found is that maybe because she doesn't have the full story. Though our questions are not, I don't think it's biased. I've not yet seen any of her questions to be biased. I think it's just to have more elaboration. Most of our questions is coming from the standpoint of elaboration, to have more clarity and more convincing, more convincing ground. If it's well convincing, and I think it looks like someone who has a sound logic. So engage her on her logic, and no one should be intimidated by her logic. The same way when I bring Juices up here, Juices also, she sounds, whenever she speaks, it's like she's intimidating, and I don't want it to look like that. Same way we respect every other person's knowledge, let's respect every other people's way of thinking. Please. Now, on the side of Adedoyin, I think you don't have more information about the African TV. As somebody who understands more of that, what I can do is to give you those foundations, so that when you have those foundations, it will help you understand why we think the way we think. Now look at it. African TV came from wherever he was. He went to Baba Mohbad. They have an agreement. And then later on, some persons behind the scene probably was jealous of African TV, and they forced Baba to stay out of the agreement. And the African TV called out the agreement. And after that, it wasn't even African TV who started, going after Baba Mohbad. Baba was already with Oriyomi Hamzat. Baba break the first rule of the African TV is that Baba have to consult African TV before he goes to any interview, wherever. The MOU is available. Have you read the MOU? Have you read the MOU, the African TV? Okay, all right. No, you have not read it. All right. So read it. I think it's fair enough if you read the MOU and you know how foundations work. Okay, most foundations, it's around that's 70%, which is used to fund the foundation itself. That is, bring all the technicians, technicality, and there's still going to be money left in the foundation, and the money that is left there is going to be used to reach out to other people who are in need, relatively. Now, on the side of the African television, after he got out of the agreement with Baba Mohbad, the fans of Baba Mohbad, okay, and people who were in that foundation, for example, do you know Gurexin Adedoyin?
Oh, yes. Well, I think I've heard about him.
Yeah, Gurexin was the treasurer of African television. So when he left, when the foundation no longer worked, those of them who were there, some of them switched sides. They were now condemning African TV and spoiling the man on the side of Baba Mohbad. Okay, Baba Mohbad himself do not have any such, do not have any such, how will I put it? Do not have any such evidence to say that this is what African TV did wrong to him. That's why he couldn't tell us anything African TV has done wrong to him. And he was talking about Kokonyam. You see? So, but those that are around the man, they are the one who are in competition with African TV, who do not understand what the foundation is and are trying to use their ignorance to lead this man towards having issue with anybody they don't agree with. The same Lady Harris you see today, okay, and every other person you see them attacking, okay, it's because the advisors of Baba don't like these people. So they're spoiling, don't forget that they are with the man 24 hours. So they are using things that are not grounded to feed that man. And he too is allowing himself to feed on those information. When you poison someone's heart about another person for a very long time, and this other person doesn't take time to hear from the other side, you will just feel like they are bad. So Baba Mohbad now is the one that all of us should talk to. Hey, stop these things you are doing to this man. If you have any evidence against him, if he has frauded you, he has done something wrong that you feel like annoyed you so much, please address it. But what African TV2 cannot take, if it was you, okay, is to stay there and have the fans of this man abusing him wherever he goes. That's not proper. If you see African TV coming out and talking about Mohbad father, it's because all these people like Gurexin and all these people who were in the foundation, they were attacking African television all the time. African television need to clear himself. And trying to clear himself, there is no how he will not mention Baba Mohbad. Do you see that?
Yes, I want to ask you a question.
Yeah,
sorry, I always ask questions.
Ask any question.
Mm-hmm. So now, when it comes to this deal, I mean, it's just unfortunate that Wunmi and Mr. Loba, they are all at loggerhead.
Yeah.
Did African television carry Wunmi along, Mama Mohbad along?
Yes.
Did African television carry all the family along?
Thank you so much.
To you, apart from Mr. Loba. Okay,
yeah,
thank you. Yeah.
Now, this is the way he explained it. Okay, he said he approached the family who opened door to him. He contacted Wunmi. He said Wunmi picked the call, and there was some conversation. There were some people speaking behind, and the moment he introduced himself as African television and wherever, Wunmi banked it. And she has been calling Wunmi ever since then, and it will ring, Wunmi will not pick. Wunmi knows his number. Because at the time, he made a viral video that really brought attention into, the DNA, by saying that he's going to give 10 million to Wunmi. Some millions of naira to Wunmi for the DNA, to be conducted wherever, either in Belgium or in Nigeria or whatsoever. So, that made him popular. That was how I knew him, because I was playing the video about the DNA. I see a man with that confidence talking about it. And so I was playing it, and then he joined my life for the first time. I don't know him. I've never been in any foundation with him, and I've never belonged to any group, but I like being fair to people. So that was what he said. He has approached Wunmi. He has approached Baba, but I don't know about Adora. But I think Mohbad's father is the head of the family. And according to him, he said through the head of the family, he believed that, the other parties should be able to operate easily to Baba Mohbad.
Okay, so can I say something?
Yeah, is there
So
anything
now, okay, so now, please.
Papayano, please, can I say something real quick? All right, go on.
Okay, so if this constitution was working right,
I didn't wait. As we are discussing, yeah, so the council, it's a good one.
You see, this issue of African TV and Joseph Aloba would have been a dead issue if African TV himself did not allow people to drag him by going to every platform and bringing up this issue. I blame Joseph Aloba for bulk of what his supporters are doing towards African TV. But African TV allowed that to happen. If he had lived like a gentleman, he had agreed to cancel the deal without going through the court process. Let this issue just die a natural death. Don't say nothing about it again. That does not stop you from talking about justice for Mohbad, which is all what we all are looking for. But by him going from one platform to another and talking about this issue, he gives himself the room for people to drag him the more. But the moment we all stop talking about this thing, giving it more voice, it will die a natural death. African TV had already made up his mind to let it go. It was the fault of Joseph Aloba's lawyer who allowed Aloba to sign that contract in the first place. But for the mere fact that he had, in his own humbleness and kindness, allowed that thing to slide away, he should have just stopped talking about it. Nobody would have been dragging him like they are doing today. Joseph Aloba never lived like a pastor that he claimed to be. If he's a pastor, he shouldn't be castigating somebody who came out to help his son get the justice. Thank you all.
okay, so can I say something?
God bless you for that submission.
Before you go, let me put that mistake. Please, I want you to just open your mind towards this. Just open your mind towards this that I want to say. African, I'm also trying to be in his shoe. I know that him going left and right is also not good. Especially to some certain platform to explain. It's aggravating the issue, I know. But now, it is not about African TV. The other side who are anti-justice, they are pained to see that, to see anybody who has a weight and want to throw his weight, either for Mohbad to get justice or either for the baby DNA to be done. They just come and attack such person. So now, even let's say African TV don't want to talk about anything that has to do with his relationship between Joseph and Aloba. The moment he sits down anywhere and talk about justice just for Mohbad, they will be attacking him and be abusing him and be calling him names. And this will make him.
I have seen him from platform to platform. If you are there and he doesn't say nothing, people will stop dragging him. But he want to prove a point, which doesn't make no sense to me. You have let go, then stop talking about it. But everywhere you go, he want to convince people who are not ready to listen to him. That is him giving himself up for dragging. Everywhere you go, I can tell you more than 20, 30 times I have seen him talk about this dead issue. He doesn't need it.
Marino, I believe you will agree. Hey,
I'm gonna just take that one from
information. Because African TV does not know where he needs to go. Just like me now, they tag me as anti-justice. I know the platform I will go, they will buy my submission. I know where I cannot go, because if I go, they will attack me from morning to evening. You understand me? And I have said it openly. If you allow me to express my own submission, my own ideology,
how to get justice for Mohbad, I will come to your platform. But African TV go from one platform, and the platform that is going is where when they put 8 people in the box, 7 against African TV, including the hosts. I see no reason why you will go there. And you know the reason why you yourself, Papa Rhino, you block African TV on this platform. I think you just unlock him on this platform about less than 2 weeks ago. It's because of he's going from one platform to another platform and he's dragging himself into a mud. This needs to stop. Thank you.
Well, even myself,
Trust me, the moment he stop talking about this thing, it will die a natural death. All he needs
and
to
you know where the
is
problem is
just let
also
it go.
coming from. Even if he's talking about it, maybe sometimes there are certain things that maybe say that he needs to clear the air, you know. But the issue of when you're talking about it and you're adding up insults to because maybe
He
for the
doesn't owe
reason that
nobody
you are
apology
insulted,
or any
that is
explanation
where I
over a
don't
dead
buy
deal.
that
The deal is
your
dead.
reaction
He
to.
owes nobody any explanation anymore. Anybody who needs explanation to
And you know when it started,
Let me say something, Mr.
Papariano
K.
even addressed this issue that I thought
Supreme and
I was
Muchi.
on Papariano's platform, I think that day. When Papariano addressed the issue, I actually thought, oh, good, I think they have resolved it, you know, and there wasn't need for African TV to go on other platforms, not even down to the
Exactly.
extent of exchanging insults.
Exactly.
But he has made the mistake. I hope he's
Let me just say
also
something.
listening, and nobody is perfect. So
All of you are correct, all of you are right, but sometimes, which I have been a victim of victimization and bully and dragging, say Papariano is not on live and you are walking by and you see a platform. If we all are truly looking for justice, genuinely, there shouldn't even be a platform this person cannot go to, that person cannot go to. And one thing is, as soon as they see that, African TV joined, like Jumoke Jumi just joined, they will start calling him 70-30, 70-30, 70-30. Even without him, sometimes when they start saying, African TV, I just saw you that you joined, blah, 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 come up, 70-30. Then he wants to come up and defend himself. I mean, because I'm speaking from my own point of view, how I feel.
Hold on 1 second.
Yes,
Hold
sir.
on 1 second. Do you think when they saw him on any platform and they said 70-30 come up and he went up there and he told them this contract is a dead contract? Can we stop about it? Can we stop talking about it? Do you think it will go further?
Sometimes it does,
and
sometimes
if it
it
even
doesn't.
continues like that, then every other person on that platform will defend him.
Because
So
himself, who is the architect of it, had come out to tell us publicly that this is a dead contract. No more, no less. Nobody will say nothing about it. But for the fact that he keep going from one place to another, defending a case that is dead before people who had 100% animosity and hatred towards him, it's just giving more credence for them to drag him. It doesn't make no sense. If you know him, just tell him this thing is dead. He should not talk about it anymore. Nobody will drag him. And wherever he go, they bring it up. He should just tell them this contract is dead on arrival. We should stop talking about it. Let's just focus on justice for Mohbad. People will applaud him.
well, you know, this issue of bullying is very, very
King, you are right, King. His approach is somehow okay, and I've sometimes when I even hear how he talks about the man, okay, I know not everybody will be happy towards that. I mean, his fans, they're going to bounce back. But the thing is this: there are many people who are joining this case every day. All right, they just hear part of the story, and the fact that this man is not kind of subscribing to how Baba Mohbad is running this whole show. Okay, so I think if he just see however the lawyer did whatsoever, you know, sometimes you feel like if he was the one in the case, he would have done better. So he will want to comment as a foundation that, oh, these are the things we talked about. You see, everything is not going. When I was with him, I talk about all of these things. he says these things this way. Okay, is it that like you shouldn't just talk about the things that are not right? Because now people just want you, right? People start coming against you, whether foundation or no foundation. The moment you point out some errors in the way Joseph Aloba is running this thing, you're an enemy. Let's say African TV right now was in Anacondas.
Whenever you talk,
just one. Let me add this one very quick. Let's say African TV right now was agreeing and clapping to whatever Baba Mohbad is doing, and against anybody who is against Baba Mohbad. Do you think anybody will call him 70-30? Okay, can you answer that? Let's say this man support everything Baba is doing, including like Baba Mohbad going to inquest whatsoever. African TV supported. Like whenever he comes out, he said, people, this man is working so hard. Okay, this man has written for petition. Okay, what do you want this man to do? This man is trying his best. You guys should pity this man. If he's speaking like that, what do you think they will drag him?
That is why we said the moment he had agreed to let go, he should just remove his mind completely from this issue of this contract and then focus more on justice for Mohbad, like every one of us is doing. In that way, whatever the man is doing right, he will support it. And whatever the man is doing wrong, he will castigate it. Same way we have been castigating him. And nobody has ever come against us for pointing out for...
Okay, please.
Can I answer your question directly?
Once you are against about anything,
can I answer your question?
That will not stop. Because he has his own disciples who are gullible to see which is right and which is wrong. And that is what we are not. We see which is wrong in him, we point it out.
Okay, Aristo, welcome back.
Folashade wanted to say something. She said she wanted to answer something. Allow Folashade to answer.
Miss Folashade, go ahead.
She didn't tell you she's a miss.
Thank you.
Just
Thank
allow
you,
me
Mr.
to Folashade.
Thank you. No, I wanted to answer for that. I'm sorry?
Continue,
okay, no problem. Yeah, I just wanted to answer Paparano on what he was asking that. Okay. All right. So, my answer to his question was, no, nobody will be dragging him. Nobody will be calling him 70-30. If he's clapping, applauding what Papa is doing, nobody will be calling him all that names. So that's what I wanted to say to Papa, because, Kay was not really answering that question directly. So that's, thank you.
Absolutely. If African TV has come out to say, oh, Baba said this. Oh, Baba is right. Baba did that. Baba is right. Leave it. Is it your child that died? Go and kill your own and all that. Nobody will attack him again. So if some people are saying we are supporting this man, but whenever he hears, whenever there are errors, we're going to call it out. People don't want to do that because people just want to support him blindly. And those who do that, they are called psychophans. In English, psychophans. It's a psychophantic behavior. Now, let's take other people. Let's throw away African TV. Let's take some other people too that are kind of, oh, we love Baba. But when they come, remember Bukky Jesse? The very moment that audio Paparano was always playing, that very period that Bukky Jesse called that man out, what happened to Bukky Jesse? They were attacking her now. Because she cut things out. Yeah. So we should. That is a thin line between all this. That is a thin line, and the thin line is this: you cannot beat a child and tell the child not to cry, or tell the child how to cry. Maybe high, low, or mid, or tell the child just hold down for body. No, let the cry. But another thing we need to do. Many of these people, these two characters
Our tab, let's get to 10,000
to me and to the others that lifestyle was the one separating them, trying to tell Prime that Alaye, you two, just they go, don't worry. On a no, on a day they settle now, Mohbad still the verse, they go. Just leave more, they go. You understand? So all these people need to come back. They should be cross-examined so that the right truths that we need will come out.
Lifestyle.
The truth needs to be told. These people need to come back and say what they know. We shouldn't look at Wumi, Adura, Darosha alone. What of the remaining 8 or 9 people in that house? DJ Bami has come to the court.
Arifa,
testify.
Arifa, sorry for interjecting. Is it lifestyle or spending?
Lifestyle said he is in the other Prado sleeping. After the show, he is tipsy because he took more of the product they went to advertise. So he is tipsy, he's sleeping in the other car. Now, Prime Boy said Lifestyle was present at the scene, telling him, Alaye, okay, you want to Malo, Maoli, we go talk to Mohbad, Malo. You understand? So these people need real and thorough cross-examine. Not that we want them to be prosecuted, that is why we are calling their name, but we want to get the truth so that their name will be cleared as well. So they need to come out and say the truth. If Lifestyle did not have skeleton in his cupboard, why is he lying that he didn't even witness anything? He's saying he didn't witness anything, that he's sleeping in the other Prado. He was in the court when Spending was talking. Spending never said Lifestyle was sleeping in the other Prado. This is what he came out to tell the whole world. So all this hanky-panky game need to stop. They need to come out and say the truth as it is. So it shouldn't be Wumi, Adura, Spending, DJ Bami alone. These are 4 out of 13. What of the remaining 9 souls? Where are they? They are all in that house. And they all knew what happened from A to Z. So they should come out and talk. Thank you very much, the host. My captain, Elizabeth, my brother from China, my vegetable beautiful wife. I am set to go. Thank you so very much, everybody.
No, hold on. Before Sele will talk, I think I also need to say something. Sele so Sele cannot jump on me.
Let me talk before